Give us a countdown.
Countdown. 5. Your eyes good.
You're watching TigerVision, presented by Conley Buick GMC on PalmettoTigers.com. TigerVision is made possible in part by Conley Buick GMC, where we treat you like family, serving Manatee County since 1966. Garrett Richard, workers' compensation and payroll solutions for construction, agriculture, and high-risk companies. Clicking Spree, where we put your business on a clicking spree. DeVito's Auto Repair. For quality auto repair, visit DeVito's Auto, serving satisfied customers since 1978. Keaton's Office and Art Supply. Real, fast service, serving the business needs of the community since 1951. North Manatee Realty, serving Palmetto, Ellington Parish, and Manatee County. Richardson Stinton Roofing, locally owned and highly experienced. Richardson Stinton Roofing. Rico's Pizzeria and Pasta House. Rico's now has a Palmetto location on 8th Avenue. Boyd Insurance and Investment Services, winner of the People's Choice for Best Insurance Agency in Manatee County for 8 years in a row. Remedy Employer Services, our favorite local PEO, providing payroll service, benefits, and so much more. Superior Asphalt, superior quality, superior service, superior asphalt. Yagardi and Associates, architecture, planning, interiors. Yagardi Architecture and Associates. Kiwanis Club of North Manatee, proudly supporting Palmetto, Ellington, and Parish. Spartan Air Services, serving Palmetto, Ellington Parish, and the Manatee County area. Hungry Howie's of Palmetto. Come join us and watch the Tigers. Great food and always a great time at Hungry Howie's. Wing House of Ellington, proud sponsor of Palmetto High Sports. Bring your friends and join us for some great wings. Asa Power, located in Palmetto. We're an electrical contractor with over 25 years of experience. Florida Patio Furniture, Inc., resort-style pool and patio furniture, designing furniture for your business, home, and garden. TigerVision, presented by Conley Buick GMC. It's now time for the Manatee County Fair Game pre-show. Well, fellas, we are live broadcasting from Braden River High School in Bradenton, Florida. Tonight, your Palmetto Tigers have made that short trip across the Manatee River to face the Braden River Pirates. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brian Varnador, and I'm joined tonight by my broadcast partners, Mr. Rick Wells and Ken Burton Jr., along with our sideline reporter, Tom Porter. And we want to welcome the #1 live stream fans in the world to this hugely important 7A in-conference matchup, as seen here on TigerVision, presented by Conley Buick GMC. Well, it's been a country-filled offseason for the Braden River head coach Kurt Bradley and the Braden River program, but it's refreshing tonight to just focus on this big game. With that being said, I'm going to turn it over to my broadcast partner, Mr. Rick Wells, for his thoughts. Rick?
Hey, good evening, Kenny and Brian. Appreciate it. Glad to be here. Yes, a different year, but it's the same reoccurring theme here, guys. I mean, we've got to beat Braden River. We say that every year. They have been a powerhouse in Manatee County. They have controlled the district for the most part, and we have to come out here tonight and show them what we're made of. Whatever went on during the off season doesn't matter tonight, and none of that is in anyone's thoughts right now. The Tigers have to come out here and they have to play ball the way that they are capable of playing. First things first, offensively, we've got to get off to a little faster start than we had the last couple of weeks. Let's really establish our identity here offensively. And defensively, we've just got to make sure that we tackle. 39 tackles 2 weeks ago against Manatee. We started off a little shaky in the first quarter last week against Riverview, but I thought that the defense really came around and really did the best they could against a very powerful tailback from Riverview. And tonight, we don't the tailbacks that you'll see, they're not as big, they're not as powerful, but they are going to break some ankles. I mean, they're going to shake, they're going to bake, they're fast. So we can't really afford missed tackles here tonight, Kenny. We've got to swarm the ball, and we've got to bring them down. And I just really, if there's one thing I want to tell the entire team tonight, is keep your emotions in check. Let's not have these silly penalties that we've had the last couple of weeks, and concentrate on just doing our job. Let's come out with a victory.
All right, with that, we're going to rise here. We're getting prepared for our national anthem, and here, the TigerVision, as presented by Conley Buick GMC crew. One thing we will always do is stand and honor our country. What a beautiful rendition of the national anthem there. It was a collection of Braden River students. Beautifully done. And now, guys, since the most important part of the broadcast in my book is now over, let's talk about some football. We wanted to talk, Ken, some of your thoughts.
Oh, well, I echo a lot what you introduced and what Rick said. This is district time across the state of Florida. And this game, whoever comes out ahead is going to be sitting pretty good in our region by getting a key victory tonight. It's going to be a great game. There's going to be a lot of points. The game's going to feature probably two of the best signal callers in this area with Marino and Brian Gagg, who we saw at Sarasota 2 years ago. He was here last year, did not play, but we'll see him tonight. Big kid, 6'3", 205 pound. They may be maybe two of the best signal callers in the state of Florida. We're going to have to contend with him. We're not going to have to contend with Knowledge McDaniel last year. We don't need to bring all that mess up about what's going on with him, but he torched us for over 200 yards last year, and we're also not going to have to deal with Deshaun Fenwick, who did the same thing. What I think the Tigers need to do tonight is it may come down to who has the ball last, and I think for our defense, it might be a track meet tonight, but I think the key for the Tigers tonight is on offense is to we don't need 3-minute drives. We need some longer sustained drives so that at the end of the game the defense will be fresh.
Yeah, Ken, and we've seen with the running back that they have here, Brian Batty.
Yes.
And he's very elusive. He's the kind of young man, he looks like a lot of Palmetto backs.
Yes.
He's smaller in stature, but he's a threat to take it the distance on any time he touches the ball. And with the offensive scheme that they have this week, coming back is Davian Wortham. That's their big 6'4" receiver, 205 pounds. He's a great receiver out there on the edge. So tonight will be about containing the running game. I think it's critical. Palmetto really gave up a ton of rushing yards last week. Very fortunate to have the offense clicking and being able to overcome by scoring 42 points.
Yeah, I think you kind of hit it on the nail. Our defense deals with those shifty backs each week. I watched him thoroughly in the Manatee game. He is a definite threat. They like to score real quick. Again, the key to him is we got to keep him contained, and they got to wrap up like you had talked earlier, Rick.
Yeah, I think if you look at what we have faced the last 2 weeks, this will be the first time in 2 weeks when we haven't had a tailback on the opposite side of us that's under 200 pounds.
Correct.
So he may not be big, but we know that he is fast and he's got breakaway speed. And even though they have a very large offensive line, I will say that they are not as athletic as the old lines in the past here at Braden River. If the defensive line will use their hands, they can get off the blocks, and they can get off the blocks successfully. And that's what we're going to have to do. The big thing tonight will be to contain the edge, guys. We've got to keep the outside protected, because once he gets outside, he's almost impossible to tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and then, Rick, on your point, Brian Gagg, also the quarterback there, he's a 6'3", 210 pounds, and we've seen him. He's extremely mobile, and generally they're going to have a single back formation there. They like to have the tight end in there, big number 28. He was a freshman at 210 pounds. I think he's up to 200 and Travis Toby, and they like to use him in block. And then, the quarterback, he's free to run. He definitely has the will to run, and so that's another dangerous option for them. But, some of the things that I didn't really have a chance to scout the game, but looking at it on tape, there were some tendencies that I saw, and I'm sure that the Palmetto defensive staff has been able to pick up on some of the tendencies and hope that they come out and play their A game tonight.
Yeah, one thing I'll say about Brian Gagg is, we faced him 2 years ago when he was quarterbacking for Sarasota. He's put on some weight, some muscle, but he took some enormous hits from our defense 2 years ago, and to the point where I was like, I don't know how he keeps getting up, but he did. He's very, very tough, and he's got a much improved O-line in front of him now. He's got some skilled players around him, and we know that they can throw the ball successfully. So putting some pressure on him tonight is going to be critical as well.
Yeah, looking at the Palmetto defense, I was looking at some statistics there. Forced fumbles for the year, 10 forced fumbles, a lot of those. And, the leading tackler on this Palmetto defense is Brandon Waiters there, and I think he's had 37 tackles so
yes,
far,
sir.
Which is a big number. And he's so effective and so evolved in so many plays. We don't always call his name. I was shocked to see he was by far the leading tackler on the team. And then Charles Miller, number 22, is playing DN, and I think he has 5.5 sacks on the season. And so we've seen some great things out of Charles Miller. This year, missing Alonzo Houston was such a star for us. And I know Alonzo turns in and watches us here on TigerVision, sponsored by Conley Buick GMC. And, Alonzo, a nice guy to have, but these young guys are stepping up, and hopefully they'll carry on the tradition.
A birdie told me that he will be starting at linebacker tomorrow night for Carson Newman.
Was that a Carson Newman birdie?
It was an eagle.
Yeah, it was an eagle. Okay.
It was an eagle, but the coaches have been real high on him, and they said, he'll be starting by the end of the season. And Coach Marino said that he's planning to start, and as they start their conference play, I think you guys alluded to, it was Rick talking about it's the little things tonight. Watching Brian Gagg pulling Manatee off during the game several times to extend drives. We've got to be cognizant of that. Rick, you brought that up. Great point. It's going to come down to special teams. It's going to come down to the quarterback play. It may be which quarterback gets the ball last to determine the outcome. Hopefully so. I would go with Anthony anytime.
Yeah, I'm really looking for some huge plays defensively tonight from some of our outstanding defensive players that have really stepped up here the last couple of weeks, and that's going to be William Rumpf, and it's also going to be Floyd Dozier Jr. I really look for them to have an impact on tonight's game, and we're going to need them to as the Tiger captains come out
And tonight
on the field.
we have Anthony Marino, Derek Marino, Reese Waters is out there, and also stepping out there is looks like number 7
Johnny
here.
Jones.
This is Johnny Jones, and Johnny Jones. It's here's what I expect tonight, guys. It's been a couple games here, and tonight on the passing game for Palmetto High, I look for a breakout game from Kobe Mays. We've seen Kobe Mays. He has so much talent, and didn't have a lot of catches in the last game, but I think tonight is a night that I just look for Kobe Mays to have a standout game tonight.
Yeah, and we're going to need him, Brian. We've got a couple players that are going to be limited tonight. Sajal Hickson is going to be out for tonight's game. He's nursing an ankle injury. I think you'll see Bubba Butler limited tonight, and I'm going back to that last big catch that he made on that scoring drive toward the end of the game last week, and I think he tweaked that ankle. He's been practicing this week, but once again he's been limited. So and tonight's going to be about all those skilled players and the depth that we have, and them stepping up and taking the place of some of our superstars.
Yeah, and we talked earlier in the season about the Palmetto receiving crew being the nucleus of the season. We lost David Burston early, and then last week in one possession, we had the emergence of Curtis Thomas, the Magic Man. There was a play in that series where we were going for a first down. Corian Brown, the ball was stripped, or he lost the ball, bounce pass, middle field, highly contested. Curtis Thomas picks it up, advances the ball forward for the first down. We get a little setback with a holding call or something like that, and then Anthony and Curtis linked up, and they did a backyard sandlot play that you don't normally see Anthony Marino attempt, and that was really the big play. So the Magic Man, Curtis Thomas, in the receiving corps stepped up, and one fine receiver that we have out there, we have Logan Pisano, and we also have Alejandro Mont. And Alejandro Mont, he's out there on kick coverage. I was looking at the tackling sheet. He's got a lot of tackles out there. He's a fine blocker out there. And I look for tonight Alejandro Mont to step up.
Hey guys, I'm going to jump in here real quick. I'm with Coach Marino. Coach, last week was one of the best games I've seen Palmetto play in a long time. How do you carry that momentum from the last game into this game against Braden River?
Well, the kids grew up a lot last week. We got down early. Our defense never gave up on us. Our offense never stopped believing in each other, and we knew our potential. We knew we could score points. We had been scoring points, and similar to the Manatee game, we just stumbled around a little bit in that first half. But like I said, it's just a faith and a trust and a belief in each other, and that's what we try to teach and preach to these kids, and that's what we instill in these kids. So they did exactly what we teach them to do and what we expect them to do.
Defensively, it's just been a tough start to the season. The kids have been scrappy a few games there, but defensively we've struggled a little bit. Coming into this game, obviously it's a run-heavy offense. The running back last week had like 4 touchdowns, 200-something yards. Do we do anything different, or is it like you say, just do your job? Are we playing for the run specifically, or is it just the same basic defense we normally play?
Well, very similar to last week and what we did do against Manatee. We're going to have our big dogs in the game. Our offensive linemen will go both ways. We'll make sure that we're resting them accordingly, but we're going to mix it up with them. We're going to put our best, biggest, strongest in the trenches and stand toe-to-toe and see if they can last a 48-minute fight like we did last week.
All right, Coach, good luck in the first half. All right, Tiger fans, hey, I can't think of a place that I dislike us playing at more than Braden River. It's just not a positive environment for me. But I got to take this moment to say this pregame that they did tonight with the military veterans was awesome. They did a great job with that. They had Vietnam vets, vets from Iraq and Afghanistan down in the end zone doing the flag ceremony, and the fans all were very respectful. Everybody stood up. Palmetto's trapped well tonight. Our stands are full. There's all along the fences over here. It's just great to see this atmosphere tonight. It's going to be a good football game. Back to you.
Yeah, Tom, thanks for that. Rico's delivery from our sideline reporter, always doing a great job, is Tom Porter. We got about 1 minute and 26 seconds. So tonight, one thing that we look at here, guys, if you like offensive football, this is going to be a game for you tonight. Should void of turnovers, this is a game where you might see a lot of points on the board. And, you know, a lot of people, as I look at this game and the talent they have over at Braden River, this could be the last team that touches the ball this evening, you know, ends up with a win. And that's but Palmetto really has to do a better job than we've done here at Braden River in the past. And now they're going to kick this one off. And we'll get a kick out of good coverage with DeVito's Auto located in Ellington. And the kicker here is Brett Toma. Now, we've seen Brett before, and he's not a long kicker. So back there is Jonte Wester. And it looks like we have Logan Pisano back there also.
Brian, it looks like our backs are on the 20-yard line. It's like they're daring him to kick it over his head. They were doing some kicking away from Manatee's speed guys last week.
Yeah, and very accurate kicker here, but not the strongest leg that we see in the community here. And it'll be interesting to see how the Palmetto Tigers special teams unit, lots of receiver types back there in the second line, maybe anticipating the pooch kick. Toma approaches this one and he kicks it off. It's a driving kick, and that's going to go down to the 5-yard line. Jonte Wester has it, looking for a crease, and he gets a block in the back there called, and so that's going to back the Tigers coming out of this one. Pretty clear block in the back on that one, guys.
Did they throw a flag?
Yeah, they got it.
Okay, they got it.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
I will say this as we're waiting for the penalty to be marked off, that I don't think that we could have played a better game to prepare us for tonight than the game that we had last Friday, for these players to continue to understand that if you're down 14 points, you still, with the will and the right attitude, you can come back and you can live through a 14-point deficit. And I think that they proved that to themselves last week, and hopefully that will carry over tonight.
And if we do have that game, we'll be right where we need to be. Because like Coach said, they grew up last week, and hopefully, like you said earlier, we can start with the offense here with a nice drive, and because they have yet to start off on a fast note this year.
Right.
And Braden River has a fine linebacker, number 20, Taylor Pawlikowski, is an exceptional athlete, 5'11", 225 pounds, a great Mike linebacker. But the Tigers line up with 3 receivers out here in the formation. Fake the handoff. Marino looks. He has Wester in the middle field. Big hit. But that's going to go for a 8-yard gain on the play.
I mean, we got a late flag coming in, and I'm hoping that's a personal foul on Braden River. Can't really tell. But I know that Jonte got up with his helmet off, and looks like he got ripped off during the tackle. So we'll wait for the referees to make the call here.
And big hit there by Dylan Goodman, number 18, the free safety come up there, 5'10", 160. We've seen him. He's got great speed out there, very tall for a safety, but came up there, a head-to-head hit, and it looks like he's a little rattled on the play, Rick.
Yeah, that's going to be a face mask penalty going against Braden River. So a good start to an already good offensive first play here, and I think they had picked up the first down anyway, but now we're going to tack some yards to that, so a good way to start.
And basically we just the penalty that we had, we just wiped it out. So great field position.
Alejandro Mont is out here wide. There's your answer as far as the receiving core. Kobe Mays is in the slot, and this time they hand the ball off. Nice jump cut there by Johnny Jones. Goes for about 4 yards on the play, so nice gain on first down.
Yeah, really looking for the O-line to open up some holes here for Johnny tonight. He's our toughest runner. He's hard-nosed. We know how durable he is, but he's really going to have to pound the rock tonight. Won't be a lot of time for shaking and baking here.
Alejandro Mont is wide on the right side of the field. Kobe Mays and Jonte Wester out wide on the left side. Marino takes the ball under the center, hands the ball off Johnny Jones. Good penetration by the line there, but it goes for a no gain on the play. So that's going to bring up a third and a very long 4 yards.
Yeah, and that was Noah Font, linebacker for Braden River, that came right through the gap and disrupted that entire play. So, once again, we know that they always have very physical linebackers here at Braden River. They may not be the biggest crew they've had in years past, but they are fast and they're very disciplined. So got to make sure we put some hands on them.
Kobe Mays single coverage over here, and 3 out there to he throws a bubble screen out there. Good blocks out there. Go up, turn it up. Johnny Jones, stiff arm, keeps going, and that's a nice gain on the play. First down, Tigers.
Yeah, that was a good job. I couldn't pick up the number, but the receiver there on the far end was able to get a good block on that corner and open that up, Kenny.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to take 11 of them moving this ball down the field. Like the play calling, and again, they've got to be successful here on first down.
Like the matchup over here, 3 wide on this side. Marino takes it, fakes the option, and then he's tackled there out, and no gain, a 3-yard loss on the play.
Yeah, so they obviously have watched some film, and they've seen the mobility of Anthony Marino and that option that we've been running successfully here the last couple of games. So, but our coaches also know how to circumvent that, Kenny.
That's right. Normally, he just pitches that thing. He does the read real quick and pitches, but decided to cut it up, and like I said, they were all studied up on it.
Curtis Thomas is over here wide to the right. Wester in the slot. Marino takes it, fakes the handoff, looking down. Now he's looking. Kobe Mays, and great catch there. Goes for about a 7-yard pickup. So that's going to bring up third
and that's what
down.
we want, so that you get these third down. You want third and 3, 3rd and 6 are a whole lot easier than 3rd and long.
Well, you just saw how strong Kobe's hands are right there. That was a great catch.
And a very, very hot night here. No rain, but an extremely hot night tonight. Palmetto Tigers have a big 3rd down here with Marino out of the shotgun. Looks down in the middle of the field early. Now back across the grain, throws it out there late, just throws it away. And so that's going to bring up a punting formation, and Derek Marino is going to go back there and punt this one away.
But we do have a flag, not really sure. It came in kind of late from the back judge.
That would almost be defensive holding, for that
Yes.
kind of play, and Anthony throwing the ball away. Let's see how that shakes out. That would be a big break for the Tigers, but they're talking it over with Braden River here.
I liked his progression there. He looked down several receivers, and nobody's there, so he just threw it away.
He's waving that flag off.
We got the ball to midfield, so we can flip the field here on this punt.
Right, Marino's waiting this one, and he gets a nice kick out of there, and it's going to be rolling out of bounds there.
Around the
10-yard line. Thanks, Rick.
Right at the 10-yard line, Kenny.
Yeah, good job. But one thing I watched, number 11 for Braden River, he fields every punt, and he about took one to the house on Manatee last week, so probably purposely kicking away to not get the ball in his hands.
All right, a big test here. You're looking across the line of scrimmage. That Braden River offensive line is huge there. Number 78 is tipping the scales there. He's 6'4", 275 pounds, and they got another 280-pounder up there. Big tight end. So here's Gag going to take this one out of shotgun. He's got Batty in the backfield with him. Hands the ball off to Batty, has the edge, and he's tackled after about a 2-yard gain on the play. Good play by the Tigers defense.
Yeah,
Showed a lot of speed.
great job right there. I believe that's going to be Reese Lyons, and it is, that was able to contain that edge and bring him down. And if you don't make that tackle there, he's going to pick up a quick 10 on you.
Yes, he did that all against Manatee, and that's what kept Braden River in the game. They just let him go outside with it and get looking for the big play.
Surprised that only went for a 3-yard gain. Great play by Reese Lyons. Now Beatty's got the ball again, looks for the outside. He's got a block out there, and he takes a big hit, but he's going to be just short of that first down mark. So that's going to bring a 3rd and 2.
It's almost like that's what is a conscious effort there. As soon as he gets the ball, he's looking right or left.
Yeah.
To get outside, use that speed.
Yeah, and they do pick up the first down. Mike Goff comes in and make the tackle, but
got a good spot on that one. Thought his knee might have been down, but that's 1st and 10 for Braden River now. Gags in the backfield. Single receiver out here. One of the receivers is not uncovered at the moment. Derek Marino's with about a 10, 12-yard cushion there. Gag is looking over the field. That is a big cushion over there, and this time he hands it off to Beatty again, and big hit there, and he goes for about a 5-yard gain again.
Yeah, so we're going to have to get off these blocks a lot quicker. You don't have a lot of time with this kid. He's going to pick up big-time yards if we can't get off the blocks and close those gaps up a little sooner.
And I dare him to throw the ball. Only one receiver other than McDaniel caught a pass last week against Manatee.
And big Davian Wortham is out here, and Day Hill has him with a 10-yard cushion. Now it's a handoff, and he bounces it out again. Beatty watch out, and he's got another first down. So easy sledding so far.
Well, right there, all he does, I mean, that play is designed to go inside, but there's nothing there, so he bounces outside. We don't have containment because the DN is trying to move in. So we just you gotta play disciplined football here. You've got to stay and do your assignment. That's not the end's assignment there.
And you can see Batty with great speed out there. You can see that already. 7 minutes and 5 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Gag is going to take this one under center, talking things over. Checks off, rolls back into the shotgun formation. And he fakes the handoff, and he was looking for the quarterback keep. Good job by the Palmetto Tiger defense, and that goes for about a half-yard gain.
Yeah, good job there. That's what we're talking about. Stay disciplined. Do your job. That's all we got to do here. Don't try to do anything fancy. They're not going to run that option the way that we've seen some of the teams here in the last couple of weeks. He doesn't have that type of speed.
Good discipline by the Palmetto Tiger defense. Now 2nd and 10 here, and as Braden River always will. They'll come to the line early and check off. Drop back in the shotgun here, one single back, and looking for him to run to the right. Fakes that, and he rolls the seam down the middle. There's the tight end play that has killed us over the years, and that's going to be Travis Toby.
And we got a flag.
And we're going to have a targeting on top of that one.
Well, that may be that may have been Mike Goff who came in there. He got flagged last week as well. But see, the tight end, like you said, Brian, has hurt us every single year. And once again, he's wide open, and we've got to have someone that's eyeballing him on every play.
And they just lull you to sleep, and then they just send him on a quick in route like that. And yes, we have grown tired of seeing that.
Yeah, last year we were able to shut that route off, but then it was Knowledge McDaniel on the outside and Sean Fenwick on the inside. So this year, back to that tight end familiar play that we've seen over the years, and that brings up a big first down. Palmetto Tigers going to need to dig in. There is, from my vantage point, looks like 6 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, we got a little break here, a little water break, so that's good for this Tiger defense. I tell you what, it is just as hot in this booth. It's got to be 100 degrees in the booth that we're in. I know it's not much cooler outside, but it is like an oven in here.
Is this hotter than Booker?
Yes, it is.
I think you're right.
Because when the sun went down at Booker, it cooled down in that booth. It is a sauna in here.
Well, boys, there's a nice breeze on the sideline, so I'm glad the roles are reversed for once.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, listen to him out there.
No lightning striking. It's beautiful.
Yeah, they're hurting us up here, Tommy.
We got a fan going here, but the oscillating rotator is not getting the job done.
It's like a hair dryer blowing on you.
All right, so now after this needed water break, the Braden River is going to line up 1st and 10, and the ball is spotted at the 31-yard line. Gag's taking it out of the shotgun. Brian Beatty there. Now what they do is they move him to the left, and then he'll from this formation, he'll take a step to the left, and then he runs the ball to the right a lot of times out of this formation. This time he bounces it left, and Tigers are gashed again for about a 8-yard gain, so that's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, looks like running back saw the blitz coming up the middle, and did natural reaction there and hit outside, as we see here in the replay.
Yeah, they're not doing anything fancy here, but he does have just outstanding cutback ability. He's going to keep his eyes downfield the entire time.
Yeah, he definitely ran to daylight. The block was designed to take that one back to the right side, and the good ones, those good backs, they don't care what the play that's called in front of them. They run to daylight, and Beatty's obviously one of those. Now they look down the field, throws the out, wide open receiver, Davian Wortham out there, shakes a tackle, takes a hit there by Bembry. Trailing the play, but they're going to have the ball on the 4-yard line,
yeah,
guys.
that's right there. That's John Wester thinking that they're going to do a go route there, and he gets ahead of the receiver, and he just cuts back. He just stops, and
put some good moves on our guys. And then Bembry hustling, following the ball like they teach you, and to run to the ball, and saves us for a touchdown here. We got to come up here with something real quick.
Look for Beatty or quarterback keep here. Now he takes it and he hands it to Beatty, clear sailing, and he's got the touchdown. So, a long methodical drive there, and Braden River has the first points on the board here, so they lead this one 6-0.
Yeah, so not the way we wanted to start the ball game, never is. We had the same issues last week against Riverview, so go back to the drawing board. They're not doing anything fancy at all. They're just running the ball straight at us, and the O-line of Braden River, they're winning the line of scrimmage
they're
right now.
They're definitely dominating, and until we figure out a stop, I don't see any different.
Holds good. Toma's got this one, and that one is going to be good. He just eked that one through the right upright, but they have the lead here 7-0. Your Palmetto Tigers trail in this one.
Hats off to our camera crew getting a nice end zone shot there of the extra point. Back to the drawing board here, and we got it to midfield on a good drive, and it just stalled. And they grew up a lot last week, and hopefully some of that is still here with them early. We can match this.
Well, we don't have Coach Robbie Stevenson here tonight. He is out, and we've got I believe a couple of coaches trying to help out here with special teams, but they know what they need to do. They just got to get on some blocks here and allow our speedy returners try to break one open here.
So Jonte Wester and Corian Brown are back there deep, and in the second line of defense up there is Pisano, Derek Marino, and then I really look for the Palmetto Tigers if we can get a kick here in good. We're going to field this one at about the 10-yard line, I would guess. Here's the kick. Get a kick out of good service with the DeVitos, but how about a great return here? And now running to the outside is Jonte Wester, and he goes for a nice pickup on the play. He's going to be about the 30-yard line. Good return.
Lost his helmet, so he'll have to come out for a play as we start our second possession.
Yeah, that's the second time his helmet's come off on both kickoffs here, so tighten
it down a little bit. Yes,
tighten up that chin strap
issue.
4 minutes and 42 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Palmetto Tigers really need to have that great offense start to click here. Brings us to our friends at Clicking Spree. Clicking Spree, our great sponsor here on TigerVision, presented by Conley Buick GMC. Now you have out here wide Logan Pisano and Stinson in the backfield as a blocker, and Johnny Jones is tackled right at the line of scrimmage there. No gain on the play.
Look at maybe 1 yard where the ref marked it off, but still, we really we talked about this last week, we should be able to handle this D-line of Braden River. They are not big at all. In fact, they look like they're lighter than our D-line.
And a very solid linebacking crew. This time Marino takes it. He's looking for Jonte Wester, and that ball is thrown just a bit outside. So that brings up third and 9.
So exactly where we don't want to be, Kenny. We're just trying to make sure that we, pick up some positive yards and put ourselves in a 3rd and short. So we're looking at a 3rd and 9 here. And
I'm anxious. Marino has lined up under center here. He's probably lined up these 2 times, probably all, unless it's a quarterback sneak. So I wonder if they've got something here they're setting up for later on in the game.
All right.
Big play here.
Palmetto with a 4-receiver set. Jones in the backfield looks out there. He throws it out there to him, and he's got a running lane, and he's going to have the first down and more. Big hit there, and that was number 22 on the play. That was Tyler Novice coming up, but not after a great first down play by your Tigers.
Exactly what the doctor ordered here, and we were able to get a little fortunate when that linebacker there slipped, but I think we had more of a hit on our 2 players than we did on the actual Braden River linebacker there.
True. And Johnny Jones with a fine reception there. Johnny Jones has it, plunges forward, goes for about a 2-yard gain on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 8. And Palmetto Tigers in the good situation here. 3 minutes and 43 seconds remaining here, but we got a player down on the field.
55.
And that's Big Mike, and that is a relatively new player for our offense here. And that is Big Michael St. Justy. And he looks like, he not bouncing up from this one very quickly, so we're going to have to shuffle things around on the offensive line. But it looks like it's an ankle they're working on out there, Ken.
Yeah, he's grimacing real bad. He was grabbing onto his face mask. You can pick it up here. Oh, he got rolled on. Looks like one of our own guys looks like he just rolled on his ankle a little bit. Yeah, that's smarts.
So that'll bring up a second and long 7, we'll call it here for the Palmetto Tigers. Over there thinking this one over. Our thoughts are out for big Mike St. Justine. Now, he's a big one. He's listed at 6 foot, 280-pound senior. And good to see him. Looks okay as he's getting off the field.
Gets rolled up right there.
Right there.
Right there, 65.
Good pickup by the
He's running off.
North Manatee Realty replay cam there.
Again, like I said early in the game, we want some sustained drives here to keep our defense off the field so that we can be full strength to take on their offense.
Yeah, that's why that 3rd and long that we picked up there, that was so
Big.
crucial, because that would have been a 3 and out, and the defense is still trying to catch their breath from that last drive. So
Big Lee Matthews is out here at right tackle. He has Kobe Mays out there, split receiver, single coverage out there. No safety back there on this side of the field. This time he looks for Corrigan Brown. Now he looks over, and he's got the long throw there and got it. Kobe Mays, intended for Kobe. A good play by the defender there.
Yeah, that's going to be Mark Davis for Braden River that was able to knock that thing down, and just a little underthrown there. If Anthony could have gotten just a little bit more zip on that, Kobe was coming open there.
I liked it. I like the call, like him throwing down the field, stretch the defense out. We'll make this 3rd and 8 hopefully a little easier to manage here.
Should loosen things up in the middle of the field. Now Braden River is rolling up with 5. They drop everybody sitting on the screen. Good play by Kobe Mays, stiff arm, and he got face mask, goes forward, and he's got the first down. Big play.
Another big 3rd down. I think we're 2 for 2 here on this drive. Keeping the change rolling.
So Kobe Mays coming up big. Here's your North Manatee Realty replay there.
And the good thing there, as you said, the quarterback picked up that they were playing back, so he took the under.
There you go. Corrigan Brown, middle of the field, high jumps the tackler, and that is another first down. Great run by Corrigan Brown.
So it's amazing what a couple of 3rd down conversions will do for opening the running game up. Just a simple dive right up the middle, and
look at him.
Oh, yeah, great move, great couple of cuts, and 18 saved a touchdown.
Corrigan Brown has it again. This time he's tackled for a 1-yard loss on the play, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, I think the entire right side of the Braden River defense was in the backfield on that play. So,
just a good call by the coordinator. He got the right call.
All right, so Palmetto here, 2nd and 12, and the ball is down there. We got a little bit of a glare up here in the box that we're dealing with. So
I see some ugly people in the.
Yep, so I'm going to pick it up down here as you would at home. Now Marino looks, scans the field, throws it back across the wide open receiver, and he's there for the touchdown.
Jonte Wester, wide open. Great throw by Anthony Marino under a little bit of pressure there, but he was able to get the pass off, and great way to answer that last drive by Braden River, because that's what we needed.
And that's what we needed. We didn't need to go down 2 scores, but to match that long drive, again, picking up where they left off last week, where they grew up a lot, played 48 minutes, great call, great 3rd down calls, and then the nice pass into the end zone there to Wester.
Now we have Rafael Gonzalez waiting to kick this one. The kick is up. And
good.
It is good. So the Palmetto Tigers have knotted this up 7-7, 2 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock.
So nice drive. They probably took 4 or 5 minutes off the drive, and there's going to be a lot of points tonight. We talked about that early, and it might come down to who has the ball last, which will be a good thing for us.
Yeah, and we talk about this all the time, but another critical part of this was the defense was able to rest Kenny, and they come back out here hopefully fresh and ready to ignite.
All right, let's see if we can pick up with Tom Porter and see what he's feeling as far as the energy over there on the sideline.
Guys, energy is out of control. Everybody's all excited. You know, like you said, you go down 2 touchdowns right there, and it's a problem. So we answered right back. And to me, the thing that really stood out on that drive was the amount of time that Anthony Marino had to throw the ball. and also that Jonte had to stand there and tie his shoes, get back up, and catch the ball. He was all alone in the end zone. So great to see that time given to Anthony Marino by the offensive
And
line.
what I liked about Marino, he stepped up in the pocket as he saw him, and to give him that little bit of extra time to complete the pass.
All right, Rafael Gonzalez, nursing an injury the last couple games, but it looks like he's getting back to his true form. Good job has been done by Billy Pineda during his absence, but Gonzalez is ready to approach this one. And here he approaches this one, and he kicks it. And it's going to be a very high kick. It's going to be fielded at the 9-yard line there, looking in the middle of the field. He's got a big lane, touchdown saving tackle there, a big tackle. And that was number 9 there, Ellison Bradley, with a big-time tackle.
Yeah, you can see he was picking up some speed, and he saw the middle of that field, but he was about to break it loose, and Ellison was able to come in there and take him down right there at the last minute. And that's big because, in years past, we have given up some big kickoff returns.
We have. This place has not been friendly to us, and to be 7-7 here late in the first quarter, a good sign. And again, great coverage there by the kickoff team.
Minute and 58 remain here in this first quarter. Gagg's going to take this one. Beatty in the backfield with him, 3 receivers wide. And Beatty's got it again, looking for a crease. Look out, and he's got another 10-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, you got to wrap up on him and just hold on. He's so elusive, and saw this. This is just like a repeat of the Manatee game, Brian. He is their offense. He will carry the ball 35 or 40 times tonight. Watch this again on the replay.
If you look here, they're not designed to go there, and we're giving him too much. The linebackers are going to have to come up and start filling some gaps.
Oh, that's just creative. Gag faked a count there, and the center came up and acted like he was doing a line call. Palmetto very disciplined. Didn't go off sides. Now they throw it out here. Receivers got an open lane. Day-Day Hill was held over there, but he eventually peels back and makes the tackle.
That's the route they ran last year.
With Knowledge.
Knowledge McDaniel, and where they just torched us. And, I remember that play.
They did over and over and over again.
And it's like putting a clinic on. It was ugly.
All right, so brings up a 2nd and 3 on the play. Beatty toward the line of scrimmage, bounces it outside, and he's got the first down again. Real problems here for this Palmetto Tiger defensive line at this point, Ken.
Yes, absolutely. We still haven't really figured out a way to – we just want to slow him down here and kill a drive, and we know what they're going to do. They get the ball to their best player, and that's their offense.
All right, now they're lined up with 3 receivers out here. Day-Day Hill's got a 10-yard cushion on Davian Wortham, and he throws the other side of the field, actually makes the player miss. Big gain on the play. So nice route there. And that is number 8 there. And number 8, I have the roster of number 4 earlier. I didn't have him. Who is the receiver out there? I didn't get a number, but
number 5 caught it.
Was it Clyde Townsend?
Clyde Townsend out there, wide receiver. Excellent route. Now 1st and 10 for Braden River. Gagg's got 2 receivers out here on the left. Watch out for the tight end on this play. They like to go to that big Travis Toby out there as a tight end.
They're going to wait for the end of the first quarter before they run a play here.
Okay, so as the clock is winding down here with zeros on the board, Palmetto Tigers have this one knotted up 7-7. And there's a flag on the field. Did they pick up a delay of the game just before the clock? Yes. The referee was looking at the play clock there, and there was a half-second differential, and there was a delay of game called here by the referee. That one is not going to make the coaching staff at Braden River happy. See the flag out there?
Yes, so that'll start them at 1st and 15, I guess. Start the second quarter.
That
could be a deal breaker here for this drive.
Yeah, no play clocks here on the field, and so, it was right at that was a tough break, probably about a half-second off.
So I guess you would have to put a second back on the clock because you can't end this on an offensive penalty, correct? Or can you? How does that work?
Yeah, that sounds
because the penalty happened before the end of the first quarter.
And I did notice that the clock was winding down, and inside of 5 seconds, it was giving you that partial second. So really, I would say it'd be about 0.5 on the clock. Had to be.
And in high school, the quarterback can see whatever he is, the guy in center field will have some hand signals that tell him how much time is left before he needs to snap the ball.
And that is in a run-heavy package like Braden River's presenting tonight. That's a big thing. One thing we saw with Riverview last week, Rick, is they got behind the chains, and so now Braden River is behind the chains a little bit, which really can, it can cause problems for an offense. Your whole scheme is changed here. Big Travis Toby, the tight end, is out there to the right. 2 receivers out here to the left. Gag tries to draw him off sides. Great job by the Palmetto defensive line. Didn't buy that. And now Beatty's looking toward the line of scrimmage, and he's got good defense this time. Palmetto Tigers are there to wrap him up at the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 2nd and 15.
And that will end the first quarter. And we've got him in a great situation here with a 2nd and 15 that we haven't seen tonight. So hopefully, big couple plays here and we can get a stop.
One thing we've seen, Rick and Ken, is
that as long as you are the original owner, you're covered.
So it covers the engine, transmission, differential, seals, gaskets, and fluids?
Yep. Hi, this is Alan and Chris Conley from Conley Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
How many dealers in the area give you a lifetime warranty on a new Buick or GMC?
There's no one in the area that I know of, and so everyone understands, this is a real lifetime warranty.
So Alan, if I own my car for 30 years, I'm covered?
Yep. As long as you are the original owner, you're covered.
So it covers the engine, transmission, differential, seals, gaskets, and fluids?
Yep. As long as you are the original owner, you are covered.
Before you buy, shop Conley Buick GMC in Bradenton, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
All right, now it is a 2nd and 17 here for Braden River. And really good play by that Palmetto Tiger defense. Now Gags looking over the field, and he's got Batty in the backfield with him back there. Palmetto doing a great job not jumping offside. Very creative little wrinkle there with the center raising up for a line call at the same time the quarterback does his account. Now they run the option. He keeps it middle of the field, and he's going to go there.
Be careful.
Yeah, that was almost one of those personal fouls there as he slid, but he goes for a nice gain on the play. But that's going to bring up a 3rd and about 6.
Yes, he'll run a little bit and keep the option, and almost 100% of the time we'll take a slide.
This would be a huge play for the Tiger defense if we could stop them here on this 3rd and 7.
So Wortham is out there wide to the left, being covered out there. Looks like Day Hill is out here in coverage also, but you have Batty in the backfield. He looks to the right, throws it out there, sitting on that. Soft coverage by the Tigers, trying to keep him in front, and they do.
Yes.
So that brings up a 4th and 2, and that's outside of Toma's field goal range. Now you must not jump off sides on this next play, Tigers.
Well, they did it to Manatee a couple of times last week, and and they from seeing our film, they're going to try.
Look,
I mean, I would.
It went from 4th and about 2. The spot on that, it's now 4th and about an inch, a chain link away, and. Look across the line of scrimmage there. You look at the center, the guard, both guards on both sides are back, including the tackles. That looks to me like an
unbalanced
it's an
illegal.
It's an illegal formation. You need to have 7 across the line of scrimmage, 5 interior linemen. But what you have there, the center is on the line of scrimmage. The guards and the tackle are off the line of scrimmage. that is an illegal formation.
It's like
In my
they're
book.
6 inches. The guards are 6 inches behind the
More than
center.
that.
Yeah,
No.
I'm being nice for them.
Yeah.
And then the tackles, it's like they got a little zone there, a pocket to protect the skilled people in the back. We were talking about that.
That
You were showing us that before on the Manatee game.
yeah, I noticed that formation before.
Yes,
and,
and nobody's calling it.
the guards are about nearly a yard back, and then the tackles are off of that, forming like a passing pocket there, which you don't need on this play, but just lining up in that, you've got to make sure you've got. And we'll have to look at that again, but that to me looks like an illegal formation the way that they lined up. But now it's 4th and about a chain leak. Very tough situation for the Tigers here. Got to stay on sides, and Gag's going to take this one from the shotgun, which is good news for the Tigers because the ball will take some time. Shoot the gap up there, Matty Wyatt. Now he goes to the middle, and that's going to be a first down and more, and that's Beatty. He's got the home run, and he's got the touchdown on the play.
Yeah, I mean, right there, you got about 3 missed tackles, something that you definitely can't do against any tailback. But Beatty's he's not big, and we've already talked about this, but he keeps his feet moving, and we go from a 4th and inches to a touchdown just because we're not able to make the tackle.
And it was runs like that last week that kept them in the game. Manatee was playing them tough, and he would just break out on this on a 4th and short and take it to the house just like he did against us.
So Tom was waiting to kick this one through. Palmetto Tigers rush hard, and it's a low kick, and it is good. So with 10 minutes and 34 seconds here remaining in the first, Braden River leads this one 14-7.
So just like you said, Kenny, I mean, we're just going to have to go score to score here. I mean, we can't really flutter here. We can't sit back here and have some stalled drives. We can't afford it. We're going to have to score and just try to stay close to Braden River, and hopefully the defense can figure out how to stop Beatty.
Just maybe one stop tonight might be the difference. But the offense now has to respond and need a nice sustained drive here. But if they run the kickoff back, I'll take that as well. Any score to we have not been able to. I don't think we've actually in these last 5. We haven't beat them in 5 years. I don't know if we've had a lead in any of those games in the last 5 years. So as long as we stay close, we're in this game.
So get a kick out of good service with our friends at DeVito's Auto. Visit Tom, Vincent, and John DeVito and get some great service from our friends in Ellington. Now Toma's going to take a very short approach on this. This is a pooch kick. So one of the up backs back there. Let's see if we can field this. And it is a high kick toward the boundary out there, and that's going to be Wester. He's got it increased a player initially, but they hem him in at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, apparently from the last return, the Braden River coaching staff didn't like what they saw or just had enough, didn't want to take a chance. So, just do the pooch kick if you can't kick it in the end zone.
Yeah, well, the good thing is Jonte did not lose his helmet, so he can start this series off on this play.
Good point. Yeah, first time.
Always good to have Jonte Wester out on the field. And that's something we saw last week in Toma with a lack of leg strength and kick with these pooch kicks. Last week, the last series for the Tigers, Riverview came out and pooched the ball. Day Hill takes it. We get it to midfield with about 1:21, and that was really the difference in the game. In that game, with them not having a kicker that was able to kick that and our dangerous returner. So hopefully that's going to play into Palmetto's hands here eventually in this game. Reno has Butler in motion, fakes the jet sweep, and he's looking out there. Now he's going to check down and throw to his receiver. Great catch. Johnny Jones. He has it at the 45, 50, 45, 40, 35. Cuts.
Oh, we're going to have a penalty there, maybe a block in the back or something.
Oh, come on. Okay, so that's going to be a first down. The spot penalty would be about at the 38.
Yes.
So we're going to have the ball.
Midfield, maybe?
Yeah, I would say we'll have the ball at the 52 or at the 48-yard line on this side of the field. 52, that was Howard Cosell back in the day. 48 on this side of the field. Well, I'll tell you, guys, it is about 140 degrees up here in the box.
It is. Watch Marino here. He keeps his composure, checks down, finds a guy, Johnny Jones, right there, just finding a hole in their zone and making the best of it. I don't see the block.
I saw
but did you see it?
Yeah, I didn't think that was a block in the back.
Yeah.
You know me, I don't think anybody that.
Nobody would block in the back.
All right, so Palmetto has the ball at the 50-yard line. Marino, 3 receivers out here to the right, 2 out there wide. And he throws middle of the field. Nice catch. Oh, boy. And that one was Corey and Brown running the seam route. He was open. And you got to catch that one. He's throwing a little behind him, but that's one you got to have.
Yeah, and I really think that we're on the right sheet of music here. We're going to have to exploit this team with our passing game and with the speed that we have from our receivers, and especially our slot receivers. And anytime that we can run 3 of our speedy receivers out there, somebody's going to be open because, I mean, they are containing the run game right now. And I like the play calling here by Coach Ty and Coach Marino.
Yeah, very solid linebackers, good size, but, you know, you have to wonder about those linebackers in coverage, and we got plenty of receivers. Wester goes out in motion. Now we run it wide here. Johnny Jones cuts it up, or that's Corey and Brown, for about a 4-yard gain on the play.
And every time we've had some success throwing, we come back with a good run, and, you know, the pass opens up the run, or the run opens up the pass, whatever your philosophy is, and we're having some luck here moving the ball.
We're going to stay in that no huddle. We got about a 3rd and 6 here, guys.
So Marino takes this one out of shotgun, and he has Corey and Brown back there in the backfield, sidecar with him, 3 receivers out to the right. And Curtis, the Magic Man Thomas, is out here left. Marino looks. He looks left for Kurt Thomas, throws it in there, and pretty good coverage there. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 7 ball. Interesting play call here.
Yeah, he really tried to thread the needle there with him. It's a tough throw.
Yeah, and they're gonna punt, try to pin them back as far as they can. And I would say this is a good play call here.
Yeah, definitely. It's too early in the game. We're 1 score out. I'd rather have them go 90 yards. It's important that we get down there and cover. This kid likes to catch them and run.
So we got stoppage of play. Timeout burnt there by Braden River.
That's going to be their 2nd of the half.
Yeah.
Still got about 9:30 left here in the first half. So I don't know. I think there was a player from Braden River that did not show up there on that kickoff coverage.
Okay, so they had, 10 out there, looked like?
I saw someone being yelled at as they were yanking them to the sideline, so I'm just assuming that he was supposed to be out there, but he wasn't.
Okay. All right.
And I think that someone was Lamont Perry.
All right, now we've got
and now Lamont Perry's coming off the field, so I guess they say we'll just put somebody else out there.
Okay, who we got number 11 back there? I'm looking at my score sheet here.
Yeah, that's going to be Robbie. Is it Goker or?
Yeah.
Kind of hard for me to tell. We've had to turn the lights off here in the booth because of the glare situation we have here. But Derek Marino has a very critical punt here. He wants to pin him inside the 10-yard line if at all possible. Gets a kick. It's going to roll. That's a good one. And good coverage there.
Good.
Great
nice
play. Now, is that Walker? Is that number? Let me see. I'll pick it up on the.
No,
it's Kobe Mays down there.
Getting down there and covering that
Covering
thing.
a kick and down in that one inside the 5-yard line. Good kick.
Yeah, so this is a big, obviously this is a very big series here. We know what they're going to do. We've got them pinned back here. We've got to keep them out of the end zone. We just got to try to figure out a way to keep Beatty from running all over the place.
Well, what we need is that defensive squad that has been on and off with the turnovers. They'll get them in bunches here, and they're due, Rick.
9 minutes and 16 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Palmetto Tiger defense needs to stiffen here. Braden River has this, and Gag is going to take it out of the shotgun. And he hands it to Beatty again, and he's got the edge once again. Missed tackles again, about 4 missed tackles on that play. Gain of about 6.
When you look at the replay here, well, didn't pop up. It looks like he's carrying 3 or 4 people, but he's really not. They're just missing because he only weighs about $170.
Right.
He's not very big.
Good feet, and that was another 7-yard gain. And the Palmetto Tigers have got to figure this out. These backs, week after week, going for 7 yards a pop. That math doesn't work. Beatty's got it again, and he squirts through for a first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, this kid is strong. He is carrying 1 or 2 players for an additional 2 or 3 yards, Kenny. You'll see here. I mean, he just cuts right back, and look, we've got bodies on him.
Yes.
And he's still moving his feet.
Against Clearwater, he ran for 250 yards in their season opener, and again, it was a track meet game, but they just fed him the ball all night, and he's doing the same thing to us.
Now, I believe, wasn't he playing at Sarasota last year? Beatty or Batty?
I'm not sure.
We had 2 baddies over there, same type of players, very fast, speedy, and now Gag has this. They're moving right down the field, and they're to the 20, and good penetration there, and that was Brandon that came back there with a big hit. And so good pressure by the Palmetto Tiger defense is forcing an array toss.
Yeah, and good coverage there by Day Hill and also Derek Marino. So we were there for the pass, which that's when you don't want it to be long, because I think we would have picked that one off.
So good pass rush by the line, good coverage, good call by Pat Cucci, the coordinator.
So now that's 2nd and 10. Derek Marino in coverage on the speedy receiver out here. And Palmetto bluffs doing a great job not jumping off sides tonight. Brandon Waiters waiting in his linebacker position. They throw it out there, wide open receiver, and the ball's
there's
out.
the ball. There's
get
the ball.
Come on, let's get
on
there.
it.
Mike Goff
there
recovers.
We go.
There
we go. That's what we needed right there.
And let me tell you what you had there. I think you had Braden Waiters come over there and strip that, make that hit. So let's watch the replay.
Let's watch the North Manatee Realty replay.
Okay.
Great catch.
Coming from the back right there. Day Hill. Coming from the backside and stripping that ball.
Mike Goff jumps on it. So exactly what we needed there, because we haven't been able to stop this explosive ground attack here from Braden River. And we got a flag on the
flag's
play.
probably going to be celebration on the Palmetto bench over there.
I mean, really?
Come on.
Really?
Or maybe a sideline warning.
Maybe, hopefully a sideline warning, but every reason to celebrate because that one wasn't looking good. He threaded the needle right down on that seam route, Brian, and was heading to the house, and somehow we got the ball back.
Where there's those forced fumbles that we talked about from the Palmetto Tiger defense. We saw that disappear against Manatee, but every other game we've had some forced fumbles out there, and Day Hill has been on the front end of a lot of those forced fumbles. Big play. Anthony Marino's got this. Look for Palmetto to come out firing here, Ken, with 7 minutes and 57 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Marino keeps it, runs the center of the field, goes for about a 3-yard gain on the play. So that's a 4-yard gain. So that brings up a 2nd and 6. Keep him honest.
I like the play call. Just a wrinkle there with him running it, just to keep the linebackers, there to think about him as a running threat here to open up our offense.
Curtis Thomas, Wester, and Butler out here. 3 dangerous guys on this side of the field. They're throwing it out there. Kurt Thomas, great catch on a low ball. It's out. And they're going to pick it up. No, rolling over. Yeah, they got it.
They got it.
And that's number 13. And that's that big. So we turn it right back to him.
I know it doesn't matter, but I never thought he even – I didn't think he caught the ball to begin with. I guess he did. I thought he hit the ground, right at the ground first, but the refs didn't call it, and it's going to be a forced fumble here.
See if we get a replay on that, but Jean Lugo was able to come up with that one. Curtis Thomas did a good job scooping that one off the grass, and then a forced fumble. So the Palmetto Tigers.
So essentially, we are back where we started after a big play that they made. That they gave it. We got the fumble.
So 46-yard line, Braden River, 7 minutes and 24 seconds on the clock. Gag has this one. 2 receivers out wide, Beatty in the backfield. And he looks middle of the field. He throws it out there. Long ball, Derek Marino, and he's got called for the interference.
Wow. Oh, we've got him all over the place here. I guess the far side judge decided he would throw his flag too because everybody else did. But
there's 3 of them all kind of right there congregated.
Now there's our last play with Curtis Thomas on the replay, but that's going to be pass interference on
That
Derek
looks like
Marino.
it might be offensive pass interference, guys.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it, Tom.
That would be good.
Let's see.
Is he pushing off?
Yeah.
That could go either way.
All right, Tom.
Tom.
with a Rico's delivery. Let's hope it goes Tom Porter and Rico's Pizzeria way here.
I haven't seen it yet.
Here's the indication. Looks like the referee's going to say
And-
offensive interference.
And it is. Good
wow.
job,
Tom Porter.
Tom Porter,
That's why he's down there.
Johnny on the spot.
Rico sideline delivery, baby.
That's what I'm talking about.
Rico's sideline.
I know one thing. That was very good for us. We pushed them back. We still got 7:18 left in this first half, and put them further back on their side of the field. And just, you know what, I mean, that was good coverage. We can't see what the hands are doing from this far on the sideline. But, you know, one thing I liked about Derek is he was right on that receiver.
And he was in good position, right on the hip, showed good speed to stay. That's a speedy receiver.
And thank goodness for our North Manatee Realty instant replay. We were able to better see that.
Yeah, without our two sponsors there, we don't have a good look at that one here. And that is a huge penalty. That brings up, that's 10, 20,
29,
25 yards here for Braden River. 1st and 25. Hand it to Beatty. Bounces the outside. Stay with him, Tigers. And there's your tackle. There you go.
Yeah, and that was Day Hill that was able to come back across from the corner position and really stop him in his tracks, because this kid can make you miss, can he not?
He's good. I mean, there's
watch him here. There's one, there's two. Here comes Day Hill.
He's holding on for dear life.
He's just saying, somebody help me.
Help.
I guess there's a reason this guy's going for 200 yards a game. No coincidence. Man, he is a talented back. Now no gain on the play, so that's still going to be 2nd and 25. Gag rolls to his right. Looks like he's going to run, and closing hard there. Nice job. Nice way to break it down there.
And that's a good job right there by.
Be careful.
That's going to be
Braden.
He didn't do anything bad
good.
there. That's Brandon Waiters, and all he was doing was just pushing them out. Settle down, Braden River fans. We're all right here.
I didn't see a flag out there on the field. Now we picked it up. May have picked up something on the TigerVision, as sponsored by Conley Buick GMC.
They
but
pulled it.
No flag, but excellent job by Brandon there. Brandon Waiters, the way he broke down on a very fast back and was able to keep that in the front. Great play. 3rd and 17 on this one. Gag's got the ball out of the shotgun this time. Look out for big Travis Toby. The tight out end is now flanked out here wide, now going back toward the line of scrimmage. Set up shop near the tackle. Watch him down the seam. They like that. There he goes down the seam, and they're looking out, and that's going to be caught, and it's going to be 1st down. And they're saying he was down there at the 35-yard line.
That's going to be a 1st down.
Yep.
Yes. Great call, great pass, and great catch.
Yeah, you can't
Braden
have
Rivers
that
credit.
on a 3rd and 17. You can't have that. You got to be able to cover that play. We're just out of position there.
And that looks pretty serious. The coaching staff over there on the sideline were waving the trainer over on the Braden River sideline, so they might have heard something over there. So that's an injury.
I can't pick up who that is.
It would probably be Wester over there, DB, but that would be my guess. Let me see if I see him out there.
You may be correct here, but that's going to be a 1st down, 1st and 10 now. When we get back to action, hopefully Wester is okay. He's still on the ground here, and
Yeah, we can see
he
him.
appears to be in pain.
Guys. So that was a huge play, but our thoughts and prayers now are down for the Palmetto Tiger injured player out there, and we're not sure on the number yet. We haven't been able to pick that up. I don't know, Tom, if you were able to pick that up.
Well, he's getting up right now. It's number 10, Mike Goff.
It's Mike
Goff.
And you know what? Mike Goff has been really. He's been a little gimpy with a hurt ankle himself, and he may have tweaked it on that last play. But you know, he's such a hard hitter and an important part of this defense, as we all know it. But he's been nursing that for the last couple of weeks, I think, since the Manatee game.
So 6 minutes and 26 seconds remain in this second quarter. Your Palmetto Tigers trail 14-7. This is very reminiscent of last week when we were down 14 with about 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
We were talking about possessions and getting the ball, getting a score before halftime, and then coming back and scoring again and tying the game up. And I think we received.
We did. So they're going to get the ball.
So they're going to
back.
get the ball. So what we have to be cognizant of here is this there's still plenty of time, but them getting a score and then getting the ball again at the second half and getting another one would not be good.
Now we're looking at in live look at the Hungry Howie's watch party. We want to say go Tigers to everyone there at Hungry Howie's there. I think I see Russell Lekanik over there, and there's Hatcher and the guys. We're giving you high fives from up here on the booth. Welcome to the game, and it's time for you guys to make some noise there in Palmetto at Hungry Howie's and see if you can bring this Palmetto Tiger defense up in a very critical situation here. 6 minutes and 26 seconds remain here in the second. Gag's going to take this one, and Batty is back there in the backfield with him, and he's a fine one. I mean, he's not very big, but man, is he very talented. And there they run the middle of the field, and that's going to be Rumpf with a great play coming down the line.
Yeah, that's the first time we've been able to call his name tonight. We're looking for a big game from him, and he was able to come down the line, like you said, Brian, and make a good tackle. But, you know, this Batty is just about all he's doing is he's just keeping his eyes downfield. He's looking for a hole, and he doesn't care where the hole comes from.
And I'm telling you, when your DN is pinching that far down the line, that kid could bounce that thing out. And but a good play by Rumpf. It's 2nd and 8 here. Gag looks over the field. He's got Travis Toby lined up at tight end. Then he has flank behind him, Davian Wortham. And there's good pressure initially by Rumpf. Now Gag takes it. Big hit, and that's going to be
Day Hill.
Day. Man,
wow.
He can do that. We've seen him do that several times out on the football field.
Well, Day is a sure tackler, and what he does, he's going to dive right at your shins. You know, so it doesn't matter if you're 6'3" or 5'3". I mean, that's the way he tackles, and we've seen some cartwheels here from Day the last couple of weeks.
Yes, I remember the Booker game.
I always see his feet in the air.
He let somebody, or that might have been Mike Goff, but
same.
Yes.
And Day Hill, you know, very impressive. He's been big. When Day-Day's been in the game, he's a huge part of that Palmetto Tiger defense. Interceptions, turnovers, he's there. There's the outside pitch to Beatty. Palmetto closes, and he takes an inside slant, and he's still going forward. Great cut. And we're looking at a great back here. Struggles all the way down inside the 10-yard line, and that's a great run by Beatty.
I mean, yeah, but seriously, we're looking at another maybe five, 6 missed tackles there. So you go here. We got 1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6,
right,
7,
and
8.
I mean,
9.
There's no way you can't play like that.
He's done this to every opponent all season. So
I'll tell you what, guys, they're putting hats on him. They're hitting him, but everything just sliding off. The kid's not even going backwards. I mean, he's just continuing to move forward like nothing's happening. It's unbelievable.
Thank you for that Rico's delivery. Reminds me of watching Emmitt Smith run. It was like watching a pinball through a pinball machine. Look at Beatty. He's got the edge this time, cuts it up, and there's going to be a holding. He's in the end zone, but there's going to be a holding this time. That's going to come back. Clear holding out there in the interior line.
Yes, yeah, looks like the left guard. And he runs it tough. He took number 41 into the end zone.
He's a beast.
He sure is. He's 5'8", 170.
He is
my goodness,
a beast.
I bet he is something in the weight room.
We really need the defense to make a stop here. I mean, even if it's just a field goal attempt,
turnover, something.
Love to keep them out of the end zone. That does push them back 10 yards and gives them a little bit of breathing room. Not much here.
Huge break because that was so far away from the play. He was gone for the touchdown on that one. That happened on the interior
it was
line.
immaterial. He was he didn't need the hold to get in the end zone.
4 minutes, 13 seconds remain. Running out late in this possession. And he's going to be set out there. Gag's looking over the field. And we have a timeout here. Braden Rivers. That's going to be number 2, or is that 3, guys?
That might be number 3. They took one earlier this quarter.
All right, this is a big series here. We're just in the box. We had someone knock on the door here, so we had to answer the door. And speaking of answering the door, you can get great delivery from our friends at Rico's Pizzeria in Palmetto, now located on 8th Avenue. Well, guys, 4 minutes and 13 seconds remain here in the second quarter. Your Palmetto Tigers are trailing this one 14-7, and the ball is on the 6-yard line.
We need a big play of some sort here from our defense.
It says 6 on the clock, but
it's not right.
That's about, let's say, 16-yard line. Now they're looking over there. Palmetto staying home on that and did a good job not being drawn off sides. Big back in the backfield. Beatty's taking a little bit of a break here. And there it is, right up the middle of the hole. And that's Ware from last year, I believe. Good run, but solid defense by the Palmetto Tigers. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 and 3rd and goal from the 11 because of the penalty.
Big play again. We had them earlier in this drive. We had them. Third and 15, Rick, and was unable to stop him.
Third and 17. Yeah.
Well, look out for the fade out there to big Davion Wortham out wide to the left. Now there's going to be a stop, and Palmetto calls a timeout here with 3 minutes and 44 seconds on the clock. They're going to think this one over.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good timeout. I mean, this is a crucial drive. Not that we can't come back from a 14-point deficit, but you really want to try to keep them out of the end zone. I mean, this Braden River team, I mean, they impress you every year. I mean, no matter what their talent level is. I mean, good coaching over here, obviously. Always have some playmakers, but I really thought that we would be able to contain the running game a little bit better tonight. But Batty has just been unstoppable, and he, once again, like you said, Kenny, I mean, he shows you why he's putting up 200-plus yards a game, because he's almost.
He's a one-man wrecking crew.
I think he's harder to tackle than anyone we've faced this year.
Yeah, I agree, definitely. We haven't heard from the tight end. It's about time they run something to him here.
They got Batty listed at 5'8", 165. I don't think that's accurate. I think he weighs about 155.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
That's counting the uniform.
So looking things over, and they've split wide out there. They've got 2 big receivers. Look for a fade route over here to the corner, or see if they settle up and they would bring some pressure. Now he looks, rolls to the right, throws it out there late, out wide, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, that was good because Day actually slipped as the receiver was cutting back, and he slipped. He was in good position before he slipped there on the turf. And
there's this interesting call here, Toma. That ball is at the. This is 3rd down.
3rd goal.
Third and 11.
Now it's 3rd.
3rd and 11. Okay.
Another big play.
So now we have 2 on each side. 3rd and 11.
Call another timeout here.
Another timeout. So that's going to be.
That would be on us. Yes.
I think the issue was that we only had 10 men on the field.
Yes, and that's yes.
I saw 1 come on and 2 go off. That's not. I know that's Common Core math. I'm pretty sure that's going to leave us a short one.
Well, good call by Coach Cucci there, because we've had our challenges with 11 on 11 with them, with the running back and all. So good call. Regroup here and get the right personnel. Again, a big 3rd down play here in this game.
We look like we may have had Lee Matthews, who's normally an offensive tackle, come in there.
That's him.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he's back in there.
Okay, so
we had him in there on goal line in the Manatee game, remember?
Yeah, and I think he missed the call on that one. Was over on the sideline, so here running in there. So we've got some big fellas up there making some defensive substitutions out here. Oh, the field is very spread with this set, and Travis Toby, the tight end, is now lined up in the slot.
We almost jumped off sides there, guys.
He's there. They have the center and the quarterback moving at the same time. Good discipline by the Tigers. And throws it, and it's a slant, and it's overthrown.
And let me tell you, that's because Brandon Waiters put pressure once again on the quarterback, and Gag was having to rush that throw and was off mark there. So that was a good job by the defense. So I don't know if they're going to try to kick here.
Looks like it.
Looks like they've got Jacob Hepler out there.
Yeah, and then it's going to be Toma out there.
Toma, so Hepler's
Hepler's going to hold it for him. And Hepler is a very decent quarterback, so you have to stay safe because he can throw out of that. And now here's the snap, and the kick is up, and it is good. So now Braden River takes a 17-7 lead, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Well, fellas,
yeah, that's
not the worst thing that could have
No,
happened.
I think that's a win for the defense. It gives them hopefully a little bit of confidence that if they just play their position and stick together, they can make a stop. That was a great series. I mean, we gave up a long 3rd and 17, but we were able to bounce back there. Got a little bit of help from a big penalty there from Braden River on a hold, but hey, they were able to keep them out of the end zone, so that's a win.
That was a win, definitely, for sure. And yeah, just worry about what we have to do. Let them make the mistake, and then we can capitalize that. So, but now this drive now becomes critical as we head into the half.
Yeah, we've sputtered a little bit. I mean, you know, we've got some things that we need to work on, but this is really huge for us as well. If we can just march down the field.
Another pooch here.
Toma's going to take this one, kick it from the 40, and we haven't seen a lot of strong legs, so we expect him to pooch it. He does, and it's going to be pooched down there. No fair catch, and that's going to be Jonte Wester headed for the sideline, cutting it up in the middle of the field, splits him. He's at the 40, 50, and he's going to be right there at the 49-yard line. So great play by Jonte Wester. You know, there's what we were talking about with the lack of a kicker that can kick it and get the ball at the 50 again.
Yes, and to get a short field like this against Braden River, I think we ran into this last week, and we capitalized on it and scored.
So whenever you can get the ball into Jonte Wester's hand, I don't care where he's at on the field, he's a playmaker. So that was that was a big run for us to get this ball here on this series midfield.
And for them to even kick it to him I don't get that.
I don't think they're paying attention.
No, I wouldn't kick it to him.
Here we go. We're in motion. Butler fakes it. Well, he's got it, and he takes a cut. And you can see that he's laboring. He couldn't make that sharp cut, but he still picked up about 2 on the play, and that's Butler.
Yeah, and I'm not really sure what ankle is bothering Bubba, but I guess if you're going to make the cut, you got to make it on that opposite side, right? So he's cutting on a good ankle, but gives him something to look at anyway.
So now 3 receivers out here. Marino looks, back to the middle of the field. He's looking for a block out there, rolls to the sideline. He's going to get a hold.
How do we get a flag now?
He throws an interception, picked off there by Pavatowski, and then it's going to be tackled by Jonte Wester, so they're going to decline that one.
I mean, I don't know how we got the flag because it was not even there. He was not even engaged with anyone.
Hopefully we can get the replay up here and take another look at it.
It's going to be called on 50 out there wide. And then after that, interception and return there.
Oh, boy, that hurt.
So big return. So now Braden River knocking at the door again. The ball is at the 25-yard line.
Well, some very uncharacteristic plays here from the offense tonight. You know, we've given the ball up twice. We've been really good with ball security offensively, and I mean that's just the things that really hurt you as a football team when you've got a team like Braden River and you're giving them the ball.
I mean, worst case scenario here is a field goal.
I don't know what Anthony saw, but it definitely, you know.
2 minutes and 42 seconds remain. That was Tyler Nevis that had the pickoff on that one. Now Gag looks, rolls the field, throws it back there, and he flies the receiver. So Davian Wortham came out clean in the break. Pretty good coverage by Marino over there, but he just had that ball sell on him. Good news for the Tigers. Stops the clock. 2nd and 10, 2 minutes and 36 seconds.
Good coverage there. Nobody was open, and he tried to get it to the receiver, but no luck.
All right, now Gag's got it. See if they draw us offside here. And then after this play, we're going to kick it down to Tom Porter on the sideline. Now Gag has it, throws it out there to Betty, and he runs for about a 4-yard gain on the play. Tom, what you got for us?
Hey guys, I was standing right in line with Anthony Marino, just on the backside of the receiver, and he was waiting for the receiver to break loose and loft it over to him, but instead the receiver came back to him. So as he tried to refocus, he threw the ball. Linebacker stepped right in front of him. Linebackers for Braden River have been pretty active tonight. Athletic group, like you guys have said. They're just in the right place at the right time, and it's disappointing this defense is doing so well for us and getting right back on the field.
Well, it's time to step up and make a play here. Gag's going to probably take this one and hand it to Batty back there in the backfield. There he goes. Batty's got it, bounces it out wide. Great play there by your Palmetto Tigers, and shooting the gap there, number 41 for the Tigers, and that's going to be Davion Cummins.
Yeah, that was awesome, because Davion is another speedster. We haven't really called his name many times, but he's been kind of a DB/receiver all year, and that was huge there. So that's going to bring up a fourth and four.
Fourth and 4.
And it looks like they're going to go for it.
They're going to spread it out. And, you got to look for sending Don't jump. Send Beatty out on a little flat route and then take him right up the middle, which that's exactly what I was expecting on that. He's short.
He is short. He's way short.
So good play by the Palmetto Tiger defense. That's exactly what I expected. I thought they were going to bring the back out and hit us with a quarterback keeper. Gag is very athletic. Palmetto Tiger defense, huge play, minute and 42 seconds. Now you've seen these Palmetto Tigers. That's plenty of time on the clock for these Tigers to go down here and make this a 17-14 game before the half.
Proud of our defense there.
Yeah, the last two series, Kenny.
Really, yes, and they really had their backs against the wall there, and going down 24-7 would have been real difficult with them getting the ball back in the second half.
A little greedy move by the Braden River coaches, don't you think, guys?
Yeah, I think maybe they knew it was a little bit too far for their kicker, maybe, and they just took a shot.
Yeah, I think so. Thanks for that Rico sideline report from Tom Porter. Tigers have it. Plenty of time. Minute 42 coming off this. You need first downs to stop the clock. Yeah, Butler's definitely laboring as he comes across in motion. Here's your tunnel screen to Wester, and it's on the ground. So tried the tunnel screen, let the blockers get downfield, but just didn't hook up with a completion.
Yeah, it looked like there was.
I love that play.
I love the call on the play too, but there was 4 Braden River players there waiting for him.
But allows your line to get downfield and block. You're throwing the ball just behind the line of scrimmage. Receiver coming down. Now it's 2nd 10. No time expired there. 1:38. That's the good news. But now it's time to get a first down, Tigers. Marino looks, low snap, throws it out there. Good route, Kobe Mays. He's about 1 yard short, so that brings up a...
They're going to call that incomplete? No, okay.
No, he's got it.
Okay, he's got it.
So we're going to be very close to the first down. A little short, but in good situation here for the Tigers.
Yeah, what's key about this play is they have to move the chains, or they're going to have to go for. We do not want to give them the ball back.
They did call it incomplete.
They called that incomplete. I thought he called it.
We have got to convert this.
3rd and 10. If you got a special one here,
they can't stop the clock.
Need a first down. Marino looks, throws it out there. Wide open receiver past the marker. First down, and that's got to be Butler out there.
Butler. Yeah, that is Butler. And that may be the best he can do for us tonight, is just try to get open and make a catch, because I think running the ball is going to be painful for him tonight. So, but that right there was a huge first down, stops the clock. Once again, not only do we get the first down, he got out of bounds anyway.
Critical. Minute 29 here. Minute 26. Marino scans the field. Going to look for the safe throw. Now he looks out. Middle route. Nothing there. Marino rolls. Throws late across his body, coming back for the ball. Incomplete pass there.
Trying to get it again to Kobe Mays.
Yep.
And Kobe did come back this time.
Yeah,
and
you have to come back.
Tried to make a good play. Just throwing a little too low. We just got to keep throwing it, guys. I mean, there's no time to be conservative here. We've got trips left here, and Kobe by himself over there on the right.
Yeah, that's always a great option. Minute 17. I'm looking for Kobe Mays to come out here. This time he throws it. Get a block out there, Kobe. No block. And that's Johnny Jones with a ridiculous move, and he is about a yard short. Huge, Johnny Jones. What a play.
So do we have we have 2 timeouts left, correct?
One.
We got
I believe one, yeah. So, yeah, he got completely flipped, and he still managed to keep his balance. and make this manageable.
What an acrobatic play by Johnny Jones. Marino, look, step up. There it is. Kobe Mays, first down. Nice play. Nice route.
Okay,
So
stops the clock.
Got to get up there
We
on
want
the
to
line
save
quickly.
the timeout.
44 seconds, 44 and a half seconds here at Braden River. Palmetto Tigers trying to drive this down and get this to a manageable situation. Clock starts. It's 41 seconds now. Marino looking over the field. Not much time to deal with here. Needs a first down throw. Looks, throws it out there. Good route. Get
out of
the
bounds.
first down,
Get out of
Kobe.
bounds.
There you go. First down, Kobe. Gets out of bounds. Stops the clock at 30 seconds.
We're going to need another 10, at least 15 or 20 yards to get a decent shot at a field goal. So plenty of time. We got the timeout. Get out of bounds. Good job.
And that Braden River defense is getting tired. Let me tell you guys, this is how I would run the offense all night.
Yeah, the
against
long
this
sustained
defense.
drive and wear them down.
Yeah, and just, I mean, right now they're having a hard time, knock on wood, stopping the passing game. But
Get their hands on their hips.
Yeah, they're tired.
They're tired. Yes.
30.
Good pickup.
0.4 seconds remain. Marino's looking. Middle of the field. Throws it out there. Great catch by Butler. First down. Stops the clock.
Stops the clock.
I'll tell you
Okay.
what. He's not 100% tonight, but those hands are 100%.
Yes,
What
they
a
are.
great
Yeah.
catch.
He's still faster than a lot of people when he's not 100%.
My goodness, what a catch. Watch him
Yes.
catch this ball.
Nice.
Gee whiz. Great
Get
play.
down.
Stops, spikes the clock, so that'll bring up a 2nd and 10. That's not the issue here down in distance. It's 21 seconds on the clock.
So
Palmetto
we're about
Tigers.
at the I'm sorry, Brian. We're about at the 30-yard line. So
47-yard field goal from
47.
here.
So I think you'd probably need to get him into at least another 10 yards for a safe field goal. But we can still. I'll still take a score any day.
Got to have that. I mean, this is a big score. Tigers trailing by 10. 21 seconds remain here on the clock. Second quarter, trailing to Braden River. Second and 10 from the 30. Marino taking this one out of the shotgun with Johnny Jones. Johnny Jones blocks somebody back there, and he fakes a little flare out there. Johnny throws an in behind it, and that one is incomplete, so that brings up 3rd and 10. Intended for Kobe Mays.
so we're noticing, tonight Anthony's been throwing the ball a little low here on several passes. We've been able to scoop a couple of them off the turf before they hit, but just throwing that ball for some reason, it's kind of nosediving on him, Kenny.
Yeah, it looks like it. Big play here. So if they're short by a few yards, I can see them going for the field goal. But let's get this thing.
3rd and 10. 17.6 seconds remain. Marino looks middle of the field. Now he steps up. He's going to get the first down. Get the first down. Get down, Anthony. Get down. He goes for the sideline. Cuts it up. He goes out of bounds. There's only 7 seconds left on the clock, but the Tigers have got the ball inside the 10-yard line.
Watching this again, looking down his progressions, and then everybody back, so he just takes it off, and looks like he's down to about the 10,
9-yard line.
9, so 26-yard field goal here. But we can run one more play, and we have the timeout.
I tell you what, if Butler was 100% right now, you'd line up there, and you'd run that little rub route over there with Butler. But we do have Curtis Thomas out here wide.
It's got to be quick.
It's
got to be quick.
We like very tall-looking defensive backs out there for Braden River. Butler goes in motion. Look for the wheel out there to the right. Marino looks to the left. Throws it. Got a receiver. Jonte, that's interference.
Flag.
There's the interference call.
But he caught it anyway. He caught it anyway.
Touchdown. We got the play.
That's ridiculous.
All right. High five in here.
Wow.
Jonte Wester.
What
a
clutch.
ridiculous catch.
Let's look at that replay, because that was an awesome catch by Jonte. And what more could you ask for on that series, guys?
I know you've said it. They practice that every day, and that was perfected perfectly down the field using the clock.
And there is the gift that we've been talking about from the special teams play and the kickoff coverage
That's right.
team.
That's
kicking
right.
away from Jonte Wester and Corian Brown back there. The short kicks have come back in 2 consecutive weeks to bite the adversary
That's
here.
right.
And that's we've seen. Here at Palmetto High School, our special teams play is fantastic. And, with that, we're going to get a kick out of good service in DeVito's Auto. This is a very, very important extra point here with 1 second on the clock.
What are they doing?
I don't know, but nobody's paying attention here.
They're trying to figure this one
Wait
out.
a minute, what is going on?
I think what they
They're going for two?
Well, I think Anthony was asking Coach Marino, you want to go for two because of that penalty, and Coach Marino, or do you
Puts
want
the
to
ball
decline?
on the what, 1.5?
Yeah, they didn't want. They wanted to decline that. They wanted to get
Just-
that ball
just-
back and just kick it.
Just kick it, yeah.
All right.
They've yet
Yeah.
to put the points on the scoreboard. I'm assuming that was a touchdown.
Yes, that was a
It
touchdown.
was. And with the pass interference.
Spot's good, kicks up, and it is
Good.
good. So there you go. Palmetto Tigers are trailing on this one. It says 17-7 on the board, but it's 17-14. Your Tigers have closed the gap, and there'll be 1 second remaining on the clock as we kick off.
That drive there might be the drive. It's early in the season, but that might be the one that we will be talking about later on, hopefully.
Well, I mean, it definitely was the momentum shift that we needed here at the end of the first half, and you know, I'm going back to that series, and if I'm Coach Ty, if I'm Coach Marino, I'm like, you know, we were able to pass the ball effectively, and if we can come out there with a hurry-up offense here in the second half and keep them on their heels and keep them tired, you know, that may be the game plan here, but it was just an outstanding series by the Tigers offensive unit there, and kudos to them, buddy, because we needed it.
And that Braden River defense was out there a long time, and tonight I can tell you that it is 90 degrees, and we've had rain the last few days, and that steam is coming up, and this is one of those games where you're just going to have nothing left in the fourth quarter. So this is going to be a long game for both these teams tonight, and we like how it's lining up for our Palmetto Tigers. So now this is going to be Gonzalez kicking this one off. And he kicks
Just
us
squib it,
just
yeah.
a squib kick, and it's down to the 2-yard line. And he's waiting to down it, and he downs it there. That's going to do it for this half. So great series here. And, you know, one thing about Anthony Marino, guys, we're about to kick it to the Richardson-Stinton roofing break, probably get an interview with Coach Marino here. But Anthony Marino can run that 2-minute drill. We've seen it at Pinellas Park. We saw it last week. We've seen it several times. And you need a quarterback that has that capability, and Marino certainly passes the test. You got anything for us down there, Tom Porter?
Hey guys, I'm down here in the end zone with the Florida Patio Furniture halftime show. We have a new segment here for the halftime, and I'm here with Bill Britt. Bill is the president of the PHS Athletic Booster Club. Bill, tell us a little bit about the setup and what's going on.
Sure. Well, we have wanted to have a sideline set for quite a while, and one of our local companies who stepped up big time manufactured this and donated it to us, and that's Florida Patio Furniture right there in Palmetto, makers
Tom,
of
give me your
fine
mic.
custom patio furniture. So anyway, as I was saying, this was custom made by Florida Patio Furniture, one of our sponsors, makers of fine patio furniture, and they did a beautiful job, and this is our first time doing the halftime show on the field, and we're going to make this a regular segment for TigerVision.
Also with us today, Jen Summers, immediate past president of the PHS Booster Club. So Jen, first half of play there, Braden River came out running the ball very effectively, as you know. What do you think about that defensive progression? Each drive, the defense seemed to get a little tougher, ending with a 4-and-out, and resulting in that long drive for a touchdown to end the half. What do you think about that defense?
To be honest, I was very excited to see them step up. A couple of our boys made some really good plays and had some big stops out there for us.
Yeah, absolutely. That last drive, I think we probably had more yards on the last drive than we did the whole first half. Great to see that we can put the plays together when we need to. Bill, going back to all the new things that the Athletic Booster Club has been doing for Palmetto Tiger fans. Talk a little bit about the amenities and the different options that Tiger fans have now with their season tickets and things like that.
Well, we've implemented a lot of new programs with our booster program this year. Really excited about the participation and the passion that Palmetto people have shown buying into what we want to do with the booster clubs. You know, the schools are always looking at ways to raise money, and what our primary mission is fundraising. And so to that end, we have restructured boosters in order to make it affordable for anybody to join and participate. You do not have to be a graduate. You do not have to be a season ticket holder. All you have to do is have a desire to help young people in our community. So as little as $50 a year or $5 a month, we have the IPFAM program, which is I pay $5 a month. And it makes it affordable for anyone to contribute to our programs. And your dollars go back to the teams and the young people at our school, and you will be thanked, and you will be getting something for your donation. Everyone gets a shirt, gets a window decal for their car, they get a thank you. So we ask, give what you're able to give. If you can afford $5 a month, believe me, it will make an impact on the kids at our school.
Obviously, we want as many people watching TigerVision as we can. We work hard on TigerVision. Talking to Jordan Varnador before the game, and he said we've been watched in 23 countries and 49 states. We don't have South Dakota yet, which I don't know what's up with South Dakota, but we don't have South Dakota yet. But nothing replaces the feel of being at the game. Nothing. We try to do everything we can to have people at home be able to experience everything, but there's nothing like the smell, like the feel of being at the game. And you guys have done a great job of making that game time experience very special, so we appreciate that. We're also here with Brooke Corbett. Brooke Corbett is the new head volleyball coach at Palmetto High School. Basketball. Oh, I wrote volleyball in my hand. I'm sorry. Basketball. I'm sorry. Basketball coach. This is your first year.
Yes, sir. This is my first year as a head coach, and I'm really, really excited. I'm also a Palmetto High alum. I graduated in 06, so it's just really cool to be back at Palmetto High.
That makes me feel really old that you're back after graduating in 2006. So I'm 94. When are you, Jen? Tell us, Jen.
01.
Okay, I'm the old guy. But no, I hear you have a tournament coming up, a special tournament.
Yeah, it's very special. I had the privilege of playing for Robert Kelly, and I know a lot of athletes that have come through Palmetto High have played football, basketball, track for Coach. And so in coming in and taking over the program, we wanted to really honor him and his legacy. So we're hosting a preseason classic this year, and we've named it after Coach Kelly. So it's going to be the Robert Kelly Classic, and Bill has been amazing in helping plan it already, the booster program, and Coach Ansborough. So we're going to, on November 16th and 17th, we'll have 6 different high schools come into play, and we'll honor Coach Kelly, and we're going to have a lot of things for the families. We're going to have activities outside and food trucks, and just trying to really start a new culture, like right now, for Palmetto High girls basketball.
That's awesome to hear. And that is basketball, not volleyball, correct? Okay, just making sure. When we talked earlier about the IPFAM and all the things the boosters are doing, any money that you do give to the boosters goes to all sports: basketball, volleyball, softball. Football's a big moneymaker for us. We won't lie about that, but we want all the kids to be affected by the giving of the fans of Palmetto. And you guys know as well as I do, Palmetto fans are fierce Palmetto fans. It's not North River. It's not, we like Manatee County. We are from Palmetto, and if you call it Palmetto, we're going to have a problem, right? So it's great to see all this interaction and seeing everybody just working towards a common goal, and we look forward to keeping this Florida patio furniture halftime show in the future. So thank you guys. Appreciate you sitting down with us, and go Tigers. All right, guys, back to you, to the Palmetto High School Marching Band.
Thanks very much, Tom. Now the Palmetto Tiger Marching Band is on the field. And let's see. Actually in the field here at Braden River. Beautiful job, but some exciting things that are going on with the sports programs here. And as Tom mentioned, and Brooke Corbin. Ken, I remember Brooke Corbin playing basketball with my son and football and those. And she was a beast out there. As a 7th, 8th grader, she was out there running around with the guys. And, it's great to see her, and she's doing such a great job with girls basketball. I'm looking really to watching them play. That should be very exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited for her and for the program. She's a quality kid. She was a neighbor of mine, and she could hold her own with the boys, and she could do the Nunca on them. She was taller, and she's a tall girl, and y'all don't know what the Nunca is, but that's an inside joke with Brian and I.
It's a good move.
Hey guys, I'm back over here again. I've got sorry about that. I'm a high school principal, Carl Ackerman, and a longtime Palmetto boy. Athletic Director Kenny Ansbro, the Ansbro family. Guys, tell us a little bit about the atmosphere tonight with the Palmetto fans packing these stands.
Well, it's a great night under the lights for Friday night, and we have a great turnout here both on the home side and the visitor side, and we're always proud of the turnout that we get and the support we get from our fans and the community.
Always a great atmosphere when you're here with Braden River. This has become a pretty good rival as of late, especially with them, gathering some years on as they go by as a school. So it's always tough competition. I was just going to tell you guys, this is a tough act to follow. Our new girls basketball coach and our athletic assistant. But they're knowledgeable ladies, and I can tell you they're Tigers at heart too, former Tigers as well. So, and of course all of you guys as well too. But I also want to give a shout out to TigerVision and all that you guys have done. I've heard some rumors about a prestigious award, and I think there's some things coming down the road to recognize that with TigerVision, and just to show how proud the Palmetto community is, and awesome feeling. I'm proud of the entire community for it.
When I was talking with the ladies just a minute ago, I was talking about people who are from Palmetto are not from Manatee County. They're not from North River. They're from Palmetto. We're very fiercely proud of our area and our school. Mr. Rockman, I don't know you. I'm assuming you're not from Palmetto because I haven't met you before you became the principal of Palmetto.
I'm actually a Manatee grad, but I don't root for them anymore. And I haven't since I graduated, actually.
Can you cut that out, Jordan, please? No, but really, that's the way it is at Palmetto. And Kenny, you're right. It's so encouraging to see, especially lately, people just coming up and saying, how do we get involved? How can we help? The Athletic Booster Club really getting motivated and creating all these new thoughts and ideas and trying to raise funds for all of our kids. We talked about it's not a football booster club. This is an athletic booster club, and it's for every sport we have. We want to get things for the band. We want to do whatever we can to make Palmetto High School the best high school in Manatee County, even though it already is. So we appreciate you guys and look forward to a great second half. How about that drive at the end of the game there, or the half?
Fantastic. Hey, fantastic drive. We were hoping for that, just to at least keep the game close. And I think for our players, it's going to be a motivational factor too as well. So, going back to what you were saying about the Palmetto community, it doesn't matter who the principal is. We convert them. We're going to forgive Mr. Ackerman for being a Manatee grad. Of course we love to rib each other at Manatee as well. It's a nice long time rivalry. We have friends over there as well. But you're correct. Palmetto is a special place, and we love the special place that's there.
Outstanding. Thank you, guys. Back to you guys in the booth.
Hey, Tom, real quick, I want to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Is that a play card sleeve you have on your forearm?
Well,
It's
funny you ask because, we were talking earlier about you guys being in the booth and it being hot and, the window has to be shut and we got to shut the door. And I don't feel bad for you because I'm always getting rained on and it's always hot and the kids are smelly and all this stuff. So I'm trying to do whatever I can to make my stuff a little more streamlined. When I pull my roster out and it's sprinkling, my roster is just mush at that point. So I got me a little, I don't know if you can see it here, but I got me a little arm sleeve there.
Nice.
Got all the names of the players on it. And if I need to make an audible, I can flip it open and make an audible and hit you with another Rico sideline report real quick. So
well, that's great, Tom. But do me a favor. Could you bring that to work so you can put our policies, our GOs on that?
Procedures,
so you always know what the GO is.
Hey, that's a good idea. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I'll see what I can do.
All right, good job, Tommy.
All right, guys.
Hey, thanks for staying with the playbook there. Tom Porter with the Rico sideline report. Ken, from our studio in Blairsville, Georgia, we have Steven Johnson that's providing stats to us. And so tonight we're going to talk about some of the great stats from our great statistician, Steven Johnson. And
as soon as we get him up here with the technology.
With the technology, I'm looking at NASDAQ, and I really don't care right now. So here you go. Here's the halftime stats.
Okay.
Ken's going to bring those to you.
Surprisingly pretty balanced, and maybe even Jordan, with some of his magic, can put them up on the screen as we talk about them. Okay, for Braden River, 21 rushes for 134 yards, and that was primarily one person act. 7 of 12 passing for another 100 yards for a total of 234 yards in total offense. And as potent as they are, here we go. Yeah, 234 yards, and then for the Tigers, 51 yards rushing, 169 yards. Marino picking apart the defense for a total of 220. So even though it doesn't seem like the game is as balanced, it seems, except for the score being close, it's actually at a dead heat, Rick.
No, it looks really good. And sometimes, as a team, when you are evaluating that first half, you really got to take it to consideration. What is working for you? So, I mean, obviously, that last drive helped us, but for the most part, we've been able to pass efficiently, and the running game has been hard to come by. So, just like I said earlier, I mean, we may need to come out here and just kind of flip the script here, and maybe end up passing more than we do run the ball tonight, because they're doing a great job, Braden River defense, on stopping the run.
And Rick, the point you're making, time of possession. So the key that I see out of these Palmetto Tigers is that we're getting some backup here. I think I'm hearing Tom Porter here, but the key that in the game is the rush heavy offense of Braden River, and then the pass heavy. And if you're Braden River, I would continue just to rush. And if you're Palmetto at the beginning of looking at this, you might just come out and just throw the ball down the field.
Well, that's my input. That's what we talked about last week when we were playing Riverview. They came out, run the ball, and then all of a sudden they kind of changed their scheme, and we ended up getting a pick off of one of the first passes that they throw, and it really did change the momentum of the game. Day made a heck of a play to intercept the ball, but what I've liked, every time that Anthony, for the most part, when he drops back to pass, there hasn't been a lot of pressure on him. He's been able to stand back there, survey the field, which he's so good about doing, and make some good passes. He's had a few low passes tonight. That's mechanics.
Yeah, and I'm picking up Nick Batchelder on the mic here. Some background here, but it's been an outstanding game. Now let's take it to, since we're at halftime here, let's have the Richardson Stinton Roofing commercial. Let's kind of tighten some things up here, and let's see if we can have.
However much time we have.
All right, with 1 minute and 35 seconds, I'm here with Bill Britt, the president of the Palmetto Booster Club. Bill, that was a lot of fun seeing you guys down on the field. Tom Porter, very comfortable tonight. I think that you have to thank Florida Patio for that beautiful set that they put together for us.
That's right. Florida Patio Furniture right there in Palmetto, Florida. Makers of fine, custom-made patio furniture. They did a beautiful job building that set for us, and we really do appreciate them giving that to us. And we're excited about the halftime show on the field. It's just one more item that we have on TigerVision to feature all of the great things at Palmetto High School and Palmetto football.
Yeah, Bill, exciting things. And tonight in this box, it's about 115, 120 degrees up here, as you're finding out. It's the toughest seat in the house tonight here in the box, but exciting football. And here during the Richardson Stinton Roofing, what Palmetto needs to do. I was thinking about roofs, and how the importance of a roof, and really thinking about that Palmetto defense. And, the Beatty or the Batty kid, you need to build a roof and keep that kid out. I mean, that young man is a fine rusher. He's been able to get a lot of yards here. It's, again, every week Palmetto matches up against these dynamic backs, and we really need to put the lid on that one. And thanks, we need the good, strong, brand new roof on that thing. Let's come out the second half and rip that old roof off there and put the new roof on there, and let's come out, nail it down, and play some good defense here.
You're getting really good at that, Brian. I have to tell you, way to recognize our sponsors and describe the game at the same time. And we do really appreciate all of the fine sponsors. Hey, as we get a shot of the fan cam at Hungry Howie's, I hope everybody can hear us. Give us a wave if you do. But all of those people that you mentioned, Brian, we're so appreciative of all of our sponsors and our booster members, everybody that is contributing to building up our booster program to help all of the programs at Palmetto High School. Just remember that you can join for as little as $5 a month. We have the I Pay 5 a month program. I can't emphasize to you how much that means to the young people in our community and at our school. So give what you're able to, but if you can sign up on that IPFAM program, all of that money is going to go back to the program and support these young people. So thank you for your support and for the time up here in the booth, guys, and I'll let you get back to coverage, okay?
Yeah, and that's, a deal that we made here. Bill, we'll get you on the air, but you got to promise me you're going to run down there and get me a water or soda or something.
Will do.
All right, thank you very much, Bill. And with that, we're going to take this small break before the teams take the field, and thank you for watching TigerVision. Stay tuned. Well, gentlemen, welcome back to the hot box. And boy, it was a night. The press box, it's boiling up here, nice and breezy outside.
I just want to know who we made mad.
What did we do?
What did we do? Look at this right here. We got a little fan here.
Oh, right, Nick.
Nick Batchelder, the Wiz, is up here.
Nick is making it happen.
Nick, give it to me, and I'll
plug it in.
Gonzalez with a very high sky kick. He's trying to find a hole, and he does. And look, it's still live. It's down there at 20. And Tiger's going to cover. Big hit. He spins off. That's Beatty back there. Man,
oh my gosh.
Did the ball come? No. So they gets it all the way to the 18-yard line. I would not have that young man returning kicks. He's so valuable.
He was taking some licks out there. Number 5.
Okay, that was number 5. So that wasn't Beatty. So
hey guys, I'm here with David Burston, senior wide receiver. Hey, David, what do you think about that last drive the offense had there?
They had a good drive. They just got to keep tightening up every single drive.
What are you seeing on that defense that we can take advantage of?
On their defense, I feel like their corners, they're not really a threat compared to our wide receivers.
Okay, guys, back to you.
Thanks, Tom. And Beatty's got the ball. He's got the edge again. Filling that gap is Marino, and then a good tackle there And that had to be
you know who that was.
That was Matty White.
Matty White.
but you know, here's just an example of us, you know, having to contain the edge, because that's where he's going to bounce every time. I don't care what they call it. He's going to bounce left or right. We just got to contain the edge better this half.
Yeah, wherever the space is, he will find it. Now he bounces the outside. Big hit there. Great move.
Reese.
And first down.
You got Reese.
Reese
you got
played
Reese
it
Lyons.
perfect.
He also had Rumpf out there.
And he only needed a couple. And good hard running by Batty once again. And I'll tell you what a night he is having here tonight. 11 minutes remaining here, and now we have a nice, cool fan behind us. It's going to work for us here. Gag looks over the field, and he has two receivers on the left. One single out here wide right. Palmetto Tigers, here comes Reese Lyon off the edge. He's trailing the play, and Reese is going to chase him from the backside. Beatty turns it up, and he goes for another 8-yard gain.
That's what's so amazing about this kid, is that he is not big at all, and he is carrying Palmetto defenders with him another 5 yards. It's amazing how strong this young man is.
And he's got a knack for falling forward, which is, a nice little plus there.
Great body lean, so it's a heavy dose of Batty coming out of halftime here. 2nd and 3. Tried to draw Palmetto off. Good discipline by the Tigers tonight. They've really worked on that. 2nd and 3. Now he throws it out here. And it's Marino trying to make a tackle, tried to tackle the ball. We didn't get it out of there, so he goes for another big play. And it's just, Braden River is just driving right down the field here.
So Braden River trying to mix it up, you know, a lot of run with a little bit of short passing game, and they got the Palmetto defense on their heels again.
1st and 10. Ball is at the 44-yard line. Braden River driving, methodical. Coming out, 8 minutes, 47 seconds remaining on the clock here. Gag takes it, hands it off to Beatty again, and he runs for another 7-yard gain.
Yeah, we've got to figure out some way to limit their yards on first down.
Yeah, the only thing we can do, Kenny, we have to get off the block quicker and fill those gaps, and we got to keep our ends in position. They can't break down the line, because that's what he's waiting for.
And Maurice Fed is back there in the backfield now, so Beatty's getting a little bit of a blow, and he should. He's earned it. And two receivers out here to the left. Look for big Travis Toby, the tight end, coming off the line. This time it's a handoff, and big hit, and that's going to be number 41 again.
That's going to be Cummins again, coming in there with a nice tackle to trip him up a little bit. They're right on the line. Get about I guess about a 4-yard gain.
First down, Braden River. 8 minutes and 40 seconds. Braden River driving again. And this time he nearly got the Tigers, looking for the call. Palmetto Tigers did not jump off sides. Boy, they're tricky with that. And that's borderline. And I'll talk about that later. Now he throws a little flare out there, and he's got a receiver. Good play there. Great tackle out there. And that's Day Hill. You know what Jag is doing there is when he's calling that to draw the Tigers offside, at the same exact moment, the center is moving his offhand up and doing a line check. It's coached, it's right on the edge, it's right on the cusp, but it is certainly effective, but have not caught the Tigers tonight.
Yeah, they have really held their composure on the front line. Don't want to jinx them.
2nd 11. Gag looks, middle of the field, looks, throws him down there, and he's going to throw him open, and he's open for the touchdown. Got behind the Tigers, looked like Day Hill cramped up on the play. So that's a big completion down the seam, so that's a big one.
So you run, you run, try to figure that out, and then you hit them with the big deep pass.
Yeah, and look as the
nice execution.
Last two steps, Day was trying to close on that, and you could see his leg just lock up with a cramp. So
he's still down out there.
Yeah, he's still down. About 2 steps before the close of that play, You could see that leg just froze on him out there for the post route touchdown. So now it is a 23-14 lead for the Pirates here. 7 minutes and 45 seconds remain here in the third quarter. And you can see
that was unfortunate that he cramped up at that time. He has really played a really good ball game tonight.
It was right when he was loading up to jump on that right foot. He was getting ready to spring off that right foot, and it just locked up on him. Fortunately,
you're stretching him out.
What
a great camera shot there.
Great throw. Just an outstanding throw. I mean, you have to take your hat off there because, we've been looking at Beatty all night, and we haven't had to really worry too much about the passing game, and haven't really seen a lot of deep routes until that one right there.
And they throw a lot, quick those bubble screens to the wide. They've only thrown once to the tight end. I think they're going to come back to him at some point.
I would say you're right on that.
But that's been about it. It's just been a heavy dose of the run. And Beatty, I bet he's carried the ball at least 25, maybe 30 times tonight already.
Yeah. That's a small back with a lot of carries. Now Jacob Hepler is going to hold this one for Toma, awaiting the snap. And here is the snap. It's a perfect snap. Toma gets it. He drives it through. So now with 7:45 on the clock, Braden River leads this one by 10, 24-14.
So we've been saying it all night. It's really we had a couple of stalled drives offensively in the first half, which hurt us when we're talking about really having to go, score to score here against Braden River. They've had a couple of drives as well, but we're going to have to really contain them this second half like we did last week against Riverview. We're just going to have to figure it out, guys, because you can't continue to let them drive down the field and pick up touchdowns.
Yeah, they basically just answered our halftime drive with hey, here's it right back at you.
Well, here is that short approach by Toma, and he's going to kick it over there, and we've got a bunch of athletes very close to the field. See if he tries to drive this one past him. Very short, the defenders are, and it's a high kick, and that's going to be Wester over there. And he's going to run to the right. He's going to keep remaining to the right, cuts it up to the inside, spins again, but tackled there at the 30. So the Palmetto Tigers take this. Here's the formula, though, guys. You're only down 10. You don't even need to hold. If you score every time you get the ball, you need one turnover.
That's right.
And you win the game.
That's right.
So the formula I have here for tonight is let's come up. Beatty's going to get his. I want to score every time we get the ball, and let's force one turnover and go out of this thing with a win.
Very possible.
So that's what I'm looking for here. Palmetto Tigers have got to make the most out of their opportunities on offense here. Marino has two receivers on each side of the field. Jet sweep fake. Hands it off late around for the second option on that, and that is Johnny Jones for about a 5-yard gain.
Just
good play.
Good call. We still need to be able to run to keep the pass honest, and we'll take 5 yards every play.
Curtis Thomas out here wide, and now running the ball wide, and that's Johnny Jones. Look at this one. He's at the 50. He's at the 40, all the way to 38-yard line. Johnny Jones.
We got flags down behind.
And it wasn't on Butler,
line.
and they called it on Butler out there, but we got a flag.
We can pick it up on the replay.
Yeah, let's pick that up. I thought the block was clean out there from here, maybe somewhere else. And we do have someone that's laboring over injury wide on the right side of the field, and that's going to be, looks like Kobe Mays.
Like he's,
it is a holding, and it's on our Tigers. That's going to back us up. And so it's going to be a spot foul from the spot of the holding. So it looks like it was right at the line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 15 for the Tigers. Nothing to panic about here. Go back into the passing offense. 2nd 15. Kobe Mays is out here wide. He has Butler out here with him in the slot. Curtis Thomas is wide to the right. Marino looks. He throws it out there, and there he is. Butler makes a great catch, and that's going to be a gain of about – it's going to put him about 4 yards short of the first down marker. So good, manageable third down in distance here, 3rd and 4 here.
You know, just a nice out route, and they don't know how gimpy he is, but he keeps them honest, Rick.
Yes.
He catches the ball when it's thrown to him, and that's a play that he makes that cut on a good ankle and gets a bigger play. But he is making sure the catches tonight. He knows he's got a situation making big plays. Marino looks, middle field, wide open route. That's Jonte Wester. Hang on to it, Jonte, and he goes down to the 49-yard line. First down, Tigers. Let her eat, Anthony. Let's go. Let's roll.
Well, that's it. Get up to the line, and this is the way to offset that penalty. We pick up a big first down. Once again, we just got to try to keep our hands in check
Snap
here.
the ball. Let's go.
We don't need to wait for them. Let's go.
No, let's go. They were shuffling people in and out.
Oh, good block by Matthews on this side of the field. That's Corian Brown. He's got the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 30. He's the 25, 20, 25, 15. So down at the 15-yard line, Corian Brown.
No flags, too.
I really do believe that that passing game has helped out our running game, which we knew it would. But, you know, they do not have big corners and have a very light safety out there. I mean, you know, down the line here as we move deeper into this game, we can exploit this defense offensively in the air. We just got to keep them on their heels a little bit with this running game.
Looks like we got a water break here. So what do we got? 1st and 10 on the 14, knocking at the door here.
Superior asphalt red zone, superior quality, superior service, superior asphalt. Palmetto Tigers knocking at the door here. This is the drive that we wanted to see coming out of that. You know, trailing by 10 here, 24-14, with 5 minutes and 58 seconds remaining. Plenty of time on the clock. Great drive here by Marino. Guys, I've been super impressed with the play of Butler. Butler is not, I'd say he's about 80% out there.
Yeah, he may be 75, maybe even 50 sometimes. I'll tell you this, I'll take a 50% Bubba Butler over 100% anyone else.
That's right.
Because he's still going to be a playmaker in the passing game, and if he does nothing else but catch it and drop, his hands are what we need right now.
And here's what I'm expecting here. We've seen a heavy dose of Butler. The play that I'm going to expect to see the scoring play on would be Kobe Mays on a slant is going to be the call here. Right here, one of these next plays, we're seeing a lot of looks out here at Jonte Wester and Butler. Now Marino drops, quarterback keeper, get a block out there. And you know what? He gets the block, and Kobe Mays with a huge block over there. Touchdown, Palmetto Tigers.
There we go. We were waiting for another Marino touchdown. We've had one every game.
Yeah, so you were almost right, Brian. It was just he was supposed to block because Marino is our scorer when it comes to rushing touchdowns. Look at this block there. Oh, my goodness. Just enough to get in his way, put a good body on him, and touchdown.
It was great. The play broke, and the defender was looking for a post corner route, and he just jumped out there expecting that, and then Kobe was right in great position, made the key block out there. And, kids at home, after this kick, get a kick out of good service and get a kick out of knotting this one within 3. DeVito's Auto in Ellington, you want to make the touchdown plays, but the block on a touchdown play is just as important. And one thing that you see on Saturdays with all the college players, you have got to be able to block. I don't care what you have from the receiver position, how much skill you have, you've got to be an effective blocker. And Kobe Mays didn't have that touchdown receiving catch there, but the big block to spring Anthony Marino, and Anthony scores again.
I'll tell you guys, they practice this every week, and they do a little out pass, and they want their receivers to block the DBs. So they work hard on that, and these receivers know what their responsibility are. They block, and they block well, and as you see there, I mean, it gave us an opportunity to put a big score on the board here.
And as you could see there, an extremely tired secondary there by Braden River. You can see that as the game wears on here, they're starting to have the hands on the hips. And Palmetto is going to kick this one off. It's a high kick, short kick, and it's going to be fielded at the 10-yard line. Let's have that fumble that we're looking for. Receiver looks for the middle field, miss there, and that was flying through there. Was that Wells came? Oh, no, 31 came flying through there to force the.
That's going to be Gabe
Avendano. Wow, he forced the returner to make a decision there right into the remaining of the Palmetto. Good play by Gabe there, and now. Here it is, the ball spotted at the 25. Palmetto Tigers right back in this 5 minutes and 41 seconds. And here's that shootout that everybody wanted. 24-21 with still a lot of time here on the third quarter.
We don't want to be redundant, but you know what we got to do here.
We need that stop.
I want that big turnover, that TO, and I'm not talking about a timeout. There's Beatty taking it. Big hit there, but goes for about a 4-yard gain on the play.
He just hits those holes so quick, guys.
He reminds me of
Warwick Dunn.
Warwick Dunn. You know, he wasn't a very big guy, but he was able to play a long time through the college and through the NFL, being able to absorb the hits, and they get him in the fetal position. That's your best thing, and I see a lot of the same characteristics in this young man.
That was a good. All three of us were thinking Warwick Dunn at the same time.
That's scary, isn't it?
Violent agreement there as we watch this Batty kid. He's something. Now Gag looks in the middle of the field. He throws it. Got that big tight end. Oh, there's the ball out. Great play by the Palmetto defense. Let's get on it. Never heard the whistle.
Well, they didn't call the whistle until about 5 seconds after the incomplete pass. But
yeah. It was stripped out there. Watch this on the TigerVision replay. Now this one's going to see if he gets that second step there. There's one step, and no, he never had control. Good play by Derek Marino to have the hat gear, and Derek's cramping up.
Well, that's going to be a problem tonight, I think, for everyone, guys. I don't think you can drink enough water.
Now, did I hear Oski? They should be. That's the tip drill.
I like it. 3rd and 7 here. Big play for Palmetto Tiger defense. Here's your Kiwanis North River Kiwanis
That's a great shot.
Looking into the backfield.
That would be like from Marino, what he is seeing a strong safety.
And then here comes a blitz. And he steps up and a big play there. And he breaks it, and he's going to slide after a first down. A shot. Kendall Reynolds
we had him in our grasp.
Or was that Rumpf? Had a clean shot to stop, and a huge play on another missed tackle by our Palmetto Tigers.
I like the call. It was close. It's always a game of inches, and hopefully that one doesn't come back and bite us later on in the game.
Yeah, and the public address announcer is going, "We are Braden River." That was kind of played out in the old Marshall thing. It's kind of old news, but Gag's got it here. Crowd seems to still buy it, I guess, so let her eat. Now Gag's got it. He has one in the backfield with him, 2 on each side. Wide open receiver. There's a hole. Oh, my goodness, they got it.
There it is.
Right.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, let's I mean,
again, we were all on the same page
blew out the
for the second time, yes.
Hey, Nick Batchelder, I apologize. He spent so much time getting this gear set up.
Hold right there, yes.
Yeah, that
was
was
so
clear
obvious on the
hold.
North Manatee Realty replay.
Hey, and just so you know, guys, Data Hill is still out with the cramps, and we got number 24 in there now, Crawford, who has taken his place. And you know, Day suffered with cramps. I believe it was the Southeast game, or maybe even the Booker. But a lot of our players, remember how hot it was that night as well. And Derek Marino is still out, obviously dealing with some cramping issues.
4 minutes and 11 seconds here. It's first and about 23, something like that.
They got 1st and 20 on the board, Brian.
Yeah, so
this is their home field
it's a little
advantage.
bit more than that, but
We still have to get to the marker.
We still got to stop them.
So here's time for that Palmetto D to step up. Press coverage out here wide on this side. He's looking for the middle. Nothing there. Great play by the defense.
There we go.
And squeezing them over there, and really
multitude of them.
Kendall came in there and cleaned it up, but we finally got that big quarterback down. He is not easy to bring down.
Let's take a look. It looks like we almost had a zone blitz with a lineman dropping out or something. That was crazy. He thought he would have the middle wide open. That was crazy. Watch this. There's your,
see it?
You know, the middle of the field, you know, they expected to have the wide open receiver was locked down. And so good play by Palmetto defense. A good coaching there. Somebody's been doing a little film study. Gag's got it. Looking the field over. Big play here for the Tigers. 2nd and 25. Gag steps up. He's looking for a lot of running room. Trying to get the edge. Nice tackle. Knifing in there.
That's Cummings.
Man, Davion Cummings is making a name for himself tonight. Ball's out.
But they haven't given the signal. They're saying he was down. They're saying that he was down.
Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look.
I believe Gag is still down.
Here's your North Manatee Realty play.
Right there. Ouch.
Oh, the ball was – he was down. He
was down.
Oh, look at that late hit on that lineman on Rumpf there.
We didn't call that, though.
No.
Gag is still down, gentlemen.
Yeah, that was a tough one. That one's in the lower leg area. That's not a good one. But we've seen last year the backup here, Jacob Hepler, came in last year, and I went through the first half thinking he was Gag. He was so proficient in what he was doing. So there's not much of a drop-off.
No, yes. This is their backup quarterback torching us, but he had a lot of weapons around him. But regardless, like you said, not much of a drop-off. So it doesn't matter who's behind this system they have. They know how to execute it. And Coach Bradley's going out there to check on his QB.
Oh, that's a tough situation. We've seen Gag over the years. And I wonder if this, he was injured for the game last year, and I hope and pray that it's not the same leg that this was on before, but a very low hit there as he was scrambling, and that's going to bring up a long 3rd down, but right now our thoughts are with Gag, and just a fine football player, great quarterback. Let's see. He's up and moving. Very tender, though, on that one leg. Looks like he's doing pretty good, though, as he walks off the field. So Hepler is going to take, we've seen Hepler be able to throw the ball. Now, one thing, he's not going to have Knowledge McDaniel out there for going 300 yards receiving like last year.
That's right.
Most important here, though, it's a 3rd and 15.
Yeah, that's tough to come in on a 3rd and 15 to convert, to move the chains here.
Probably, one of your safer throws would be the throw to the tight end in the seam.
It's about time. Yeah, it's about time to use him.
To just look at that tight end in the seam. That'd be a nice safe throw for the quarterback. He drops back, rolls, throws it, and it just flies. So Palmetto Tigers hold, and that's going to be a punt return situation. Let's see if Jonte Wester gets back there to receive this one. How about Davion Cummings?
We got a flag down. I'm not sure what the flag is, so
it can't be a personal foul.
Wait.
Let's see. Bembry was applying great pressure from the backside on that, and let's hope that's not a personal foul.
It wasn't a completable pass.
No.
It's on Braden River.
So we'll take the play. Holding.
Okay, we're going to decline that. Yeah, you want to decline that, and you're in good situation.
So, again, another intangible in the game. Their quarterback has to go out for a 3rd down play, albeit it was long, and we get the stop we need. It doesn't matter. We got the stop.
Have they punted the ball yet?
No,
this
I don't
will be the
think
first
so.
punt of the game for them.
This will be the first one.
And that's
got
going
a
to be
short
Jonathan
up back and a deep back.
Jonathan Enriquez back there to punt. Rugby style. Nice kick.
That's returnable.
That's going to be Wester. Doesn't find the crease he was looking for. Great play by the Braden River special teams unit. So ball is going to be at the 30-yard line. That's number 13 for them and he looks like he's having some cramping issues, and that's going to be Jean Lugo.
Good coverage by Braden River to thwart any effort. It was a low spiral. Those are you're just asking somebody like Wester out there to take it to the house, and they were able to get it. If he gets by those guys, he's off to the races. But 2 for 2 these last 2 possessions here. Let's see if they can keep it going, Brian.
Braden River in a 4-4 single high safety look, middle of the field. Now he hand it to Butler, trying to find the edge over there, and he does. Look at the speed. And
we
he
have
goes
another flag. We have another flag on that play.
That one was so late there.
And I have no idea. I mean, we were nowhere near the play.
One of our linemen has got his hands up.
Cheap hit on Marino after the play. No.
That's atrocious, to be honest with you.
Have they called it? Yes, they've called it.
That's absolutely atrocious.
Okay, let's North Manatee Realty. We didn't pick it up on the replay there. Looked like pretty good blocking out there. And you know, the far right tackle over there, Matthews, engaged with a player. And
that's what he was. He was engaged.
He was engaged, and if the guy rolls, you know, away from you,
they don't
or
see
spins
that though.
or pirouettes, that's not a block in the
back.
back.
No, but that's all they see because they're not paying attention.
Now, doggone it. When you're engaged with a player and he pirouettes or he rolls while you're engaged, that is not a block in the back. So now Tigers get this. There's 2 receivers on each side. It's going to be 1st and 20. Single high safety back there. Fake the jet sweep. Now throw the middle. Nothing there. Well, he comes out of there. It's Butler. And he's going to do it to him all the way at the first down.
That's going to be Johnny
Jones.
Let me
nice
tell you,
call.
Let me tell you, just
wow.
You know, no disrespect to the rest, but just the holding calls and the way that they're calling, I would probably just start passing and just let our guys just pass block and let's get some some yardage through the air because they're not able to stop us.
Well, and they got that single high safety there, which is going to open up things in the middle of the field. You can't really throw the post pattern on that, but it leaves a lot of other options there. Marino throws it out there, and there's a mugging out there.
See,
and
here we
get
go.
That one.
And that's my point. I don't believe that the corners for Braden River can stay toe-to-toe with our receivers, so they're going to be pulling on them. They're going to be pushing them. That's a great screen right there.
Look at that Johnny Jones.
Look at him running low to the ground.
One of the best screenplays of the year for the Tigers right there.
I think, Rick, you're right. I think they have been exposed. If anybody's going to look at film and how to plan against Braden River, he says you work on their corners, just like they did to us last year.
Exactly
with
right.
Knowledge McDaniel. They torched and we had some pretty good safeties. He's an exceptional player, but we're returning the favor tonight.
But we need to let it work in our favor and get in the end zone.
Yeah, a minute and 39, and we got the one break on offense that we needed, on defense where we held him. Now Marino has 3 out here wide, hands it off, a little shaky exchange. Johnny Jones, you're just ridiculous sometimes.
You know what? He's such a pounder, man. I mean, he just runs through there. He doesn't care who gets in his way. I just love Johnny Jones. You know, he's a senior. He's been playing since he was a freshman. We just have seen him pick up so many big runs for us.
Well, he seems fresh out there, and our line is just blowing their defensive line off the ball here.
And I'm hearing Tom Porter's heartbeat start to pound through the mic here from field level. Now Marino looks, get rid of it, Anthony. Good job.
Oh, no.
No receiver in the area.
Okay, so I guess out of the tackle box doesn't matter here on high school football?
Did he get it to the line? Do you have to get it to the line of scrimmage?
He had to get to the hash, so he had to get on the other side of the hash to be outside the tackle box.
Well,
which
maybe we got a replay here. Thank you, guys in the
Let's
trailer.
see if he gets outside the hash there. So he rolls out.
Oh,
no, he's just inside the hash.
Tippy-toeing right over it.
So
the correct call.
Correct call on that one. No receiver in the area, and
he wasn't outside the hash.
Hey, Rick, you were talking about Johnny Jones. What a great job he was doing running the ball on this drive. He's also been throwing some crazy blocks out here, too. He was responsible for a couple of these big runs, just throwing a timely block and finishing a block and not holding, not getting a penalty. So Johnny Jones, big difference on this drive.
Yeah, good job, Tom. This is going to be a loss of down guys as well, and this is going to be second and about
call it 32, I would say. 30. Let me see. The board says 32.
That says ball on 32.
Let me see. I would say
it's on a 48, and we got to get to about the 22.
Okay,
26.
26. Now there he goes. Oh, big hit. And that's Kidakowski out there. Big hit on Johnny Jones. Right, 2-yard gain on the play. But now that brings up 3rd and a bunch for your Tigers.
I think maybe a screen of some sort, and just hope for the best. Just to we're on their side of the 50. So try to pick it up in 2 downs or a lot of options here.
Well, they've got 2 safeties deep now instead of their single safety
back
formation.
So you would want to go a combination route with a 2 safety look, run them out, and then bring the second guy underneath that. So you would want to run Kobe Mays through there, and then the slot receiver in the middle, the second combination. Throws an out there. Great catch. Very close, and they're going to say he's out of bounds.
So close. It would have been,
Fourth and
way
about
short.
12.
Yeah, way short of the first down, but it would have picked up some yards there that
Would have
would
got
have
it
given
to
us some
about
options.
the 35. So you
All right, the offense.
It sputters right there, guys, and that kind of hurts when you're trying to go toe-to-toe here, and we had a good stop defensively.
That was the formula. Now we'll see what has happened there with Gag. See if he's coming back to the game. Derek Marino takes it, and nice. It's rolling end over end. Come on, ball, roll, 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 roll. There you go. Ball's inside the 20-yard line. It's going to be spotted about the 14. So now Braden River will have to come out from the, what do we have, the 14-yard line with 15 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Gag is coming back out, so he appears to be okay. And we just got to make another stop. And like you said, Kenny, it may come down to last possession, but we just got to keep grinding here defensively, and hopefully if we can keep from making stupid penalties offensively.
Yes.
And we just keep pushing ourselves back.
And the same thing from Braden River. It's going to come down to a crazy penalty or a crazy play. Just like we talked about at the beginning of the game, it's going to be a 48-minute battle, and that's to our advantage.
Palmetto trails 24-21. They throw the option out there. Look at the closing speed by the Tigers. And Beatty makes a play out of that, and that is just a special back there.
Yeah, and Crawford comes up and makes the tackle and still picks up about 4 or 5 out of it. We had them contained, it looked like.
Incredible.
That's going to be the end of the third quarter. So we've got one more quarter here, guys. We are getting down to crunch time. Yep.
Yes.
Guys, you see number 8, quarterback for Braden Rivers back in the game, but he is definitely gimpy. So maybe we can put some pressure on him and force something.
Gotcha. Thank you for that sideline report. Rico's Pizzeria and Pasta House, now located in Palmetto on 8th Avenue. A great delivery as always, Tom, and this is going to be the battle of attrition. One thing that we're seeing out there, looks like the Palmetto defense is fresher than the Braden River defense at this time. One thing that we see with Gag, he's a very mobile quarterback. He can do a lot of quarterback draws and keep the ball on the option. I think with his ankle injury, I think that's kind of gone away. So you're going to have Beatty and passing. I don't think that Gag is going to have that same threat to the Palmetto Tiger defense.
And I'm sure they covered it.
Chris Conley from Conley Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
How many dealers in the area give you a lifetime warranty on a new Buick or GMC?
There's no one in the area that I know of, and so everyone understands, this is a real lifetime warranty.
So Alan, if I own my car for 30 years, I'm covered?
Yup, as long as you are the original owner, you're covered.
So it covers the engine, transmission, differential, seals, gaskets, and fluids?
Yup, as long as you're the original owner, you are covered.
Before you buy, shop Conley Buick GMC in Bradenton, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Gag looks the field over in the beginning of the fourth quarter. 12 on the clock. Beatty in the backfield. He looks. The good coverage, bracket coverage out there. Make a play. Oh, there you go. And Wester comes in late to knock that one out. It was in the hands of the receiver, but Wester was able to get his arms in there.
Yeah, that actually was going to be Crawford who made that play, and Derek Marino following.
Yeah, that's correct. That's Raquan Crawford making the play back there. Good call, Rick. One thing we've done here with the windows in the box, we've got it pretty steamed up in here, and we're watching quite a bit of the game as you Tiger fans would, TigerVision that's presented by Conley Buick GMC fans would see it here. And there's the crowd shot there. Let's get back to the game. So Gag has it back in the shotgun, and he pitches it to Beatty out there, and look at that kid.
Oh, get him down.
Good. That was a good job just to hang on. I can't pick up a number, but
Rumps
hanging
back
on
there
for dear life on that play. That's going to bring up 4th and 4, so we'll see how risky Braden River. I guess 4th and 1 now.
Yeah, don't jump off sides.
Yes.
Do not. And they're very good.
I can hear Coach Cucci probably yelling at him.
Here comes the punting team.
They're not going to take a chance, and I wouldn't either. I mean, you've got a 3-point lead here. It's fourth quarter. You don't want to take a chance here.
All right, Steve Johnson from our corporate office in Blairsville, Georgia. from the Blairsville studios, giving us some statistics here.
Have you ever been to the Blairsville studio?
I haven't been to the Blairsville studio. I need to check that one out.
Is Steve ever coming back?
I guess they have internet there. 10 minutes and 53 seconds.
Be a delay
game. I love it. All right. Sets up a dynamic situation here.
Keep backing them up here.
Good field position for the Tigers. Jonte Wester is going to receive this one. And let's see if we can, after the punt, we're going to pour through some third quarter statistics. But this game is just as expected, a very close battle, 24-21. Your Palmetto Tigers are trailing Braden River in this one, but offense is about to have another chance.
Oh, I think Jonte's going to do something here.
Don't rough him. Don't rough him. And there's a low kick. Come on, Jonte. Jonte takes it to the 45, shakes the tackle, splits him, and he goes to the 45. Great job by the Braden River special teams unit tonight.
Yeah, I liked it that Jonte just tried to bust through them and pick up something, not get too caught up. We do have a flag in the backfield. Not sure.
I'd make him kick it again.
It's got to be holding.
Holding?
It's got to be holding.
Yes.
You would think.
Unless you're holding the gunner, which would be terrible. Let's not have a defensive holding the gunner. Let's not have that.
Can we got a confused
the ref has
here.
Put the flag back in the pocket here. Personal face mask on Palmetto.
Oh, my goodness.
That had to be after the kick, though, guys.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
So instead of getting it on the 45, it'll be on our 40 or so.
Yeah,
15 yards. If it's a spot foul.
Yeah, that'd be right. Here's our statistics here from Steven Johnson.
Jordan can get them up there on the screen for us.
Okay.
There we go. Man, he's amazing. Your boy is amazing.
I tell you, skills downstairs, not so much upstairs. Here they are, the third quarter stats.
And again, they're neck and neck, just like the score is. Actually, we have over total yards now. We have outgained them by what, 13?
Yeah.
So
12.
And it doesn't seem like it, but we've doubled our rushing. We went from 51 to 116 with some effective running in the third quarter.
All right,
thank you, Jordan.
Special thanks to Jordan and Steven Johnson. Palmetto Tigers still have this at the 30-yard line. Good field position here. Time to put some positive plays together for the Tigers. Marino takes it, hands the ball off. Johnny Jones cuts through there, leans, goes forward.
Oh, get down. It's down.
He's down. He wasn't in a hurry to get that one, so that goes for about a 4-yard gain.
Which, again, is fine. You just want to have a good, positive game.
Yeah, that
keeps the playbook open with a lot of options, burn the clock.
And keep Gag over there. One thing, when you have an ankle injury, it gets worse when you're standing still than if you're out there playing. And so now looking for the edge out there is Johnny Jones, and he demolishes the DB there, but goes for about a 3-yard gain. Now that's a stiff arm. Watch this one. Watch this. Someone's about to get
slow motion.
Jacked up.
Whoa, yes.
So now 3rd and 3.
We definitely got to pick it up here.
Got to get the first down. He's under center.
Marino looks.
He might be just trying to draw him.
Oh, I like Butler in this one. In front of that, across the field in front of the safety. If he can make that cut. And there's a running play. Bounced and it goes down, and that's Jonte Wester that got into the back. Or that was Johnny Jones. But a loss on the play, so that brings up a 4th and 3.
Oh, missed opportunity. Let's see what they do.
10 minutes and 6. And what the design was there, if you were close, probably to go for it if close, like inches, but that's too far of a loss for Palmetto to risk this one. So they're going to bring back Derek Marino, and he's going to kick.
4th and 3. What kind of do they do a fake at practice?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't do it, but it's 3 yards according to.
I tell you what, we haven't done one this year. I know they have done some things in practice. They just haven't carried it out in live action.
No rush here. Marino with a nice kick, and he's in no effort.
Oh wow! He let it go.
You
let it go. My
huge
goodness.
Mistake. Ball's in field. Down inside the 10, that was a huge mistake. It's like he lost it in the lights or something.
Yeah, and again,
guys, I'm not sure he knew that ball was kicked. He was looking straight ahead. He wasn't looking up at the ball at all when the ball was kicked at all.
Yes, because their return guys will catch it every time. And yeah, you just see.
Yeah,
you're
you're
right.
right.
He was
adjusting his chin strap.
He was getting ready and had no idea the ball was in the air, and then it took a bad bounce, and
then it's spotted at the 6-yard line.
And it would have been on about the 20 or so. So huge.
Hustling down there was Raquan Crawford. So that's a huge play for your Palmetto Tigers now.
Turnover time.
8 minutes and 16 seconds on the clock. And it's Beatty again, and this time he's hemmed in, and he's going to be tackled for a loss.
So that's the best stop defensively on that young man all night, and that's what we're going to have to do here. We're going to have to keep them pinned back, and once again, the penalties have really hurt us offensively, guys. And you think about that punt return with Jonte and have to get pushed back to your own 30. We need to make a stop here and get that field position back.
It's going to come down to who makes the big mistake here with with them letting the punt.
Yeah,
add 15 yards. Something's could cause the outcome of this game.
2nd and 12 here for the Pirates.
Oh, great shot.
Gag hands it off to Beatty again, and now that Palmetto defense, and Beatty's getting a little tired.
And tell you what, hopefully he's getting as worn out as some of our defensive players are.
If you have to carry that thing 30 times, you're not going to be fresh.
That's that's true. You're all over that, Ken. The guys like Hersch Walker and Bo Jackson, your bigger backs can carry it 40 times, but your guys like Warwick Dunn, and that was always a question mark with smaller backs. Can they carry it 35 times?
Yeah, so we got to watch out for that tight end, and we got to watch
tight end is due.
His quick out.
Little confusion on the Palmetto defense. Crawford gets over there late. Now he looks. He throws it out there. There's the tight end wide open, and he takes a hit on the sideline. He's going to be.
He's got the
first down.
He's got the first down and a little bit more.
We just let him swing out there.
Yep.
Usually in the past it's been somewhere in the middle of the field, but just a simple down and out and run to the marker and cut. And
that's a linebacker's responsibility. And so someone missed their assignment, but that's just.
Oh, we had him. We had him.
That's a big conversion there. 7 minutes and 52 seconds. Gag looks things over. Travis Toby, the big tight end, just had the last catch, is out there very close to the line of say. He's blocking balls on the ground. There's your turnover.
There's your turnover.
We got it. Defense.
Oh, my goodness.
There it is.
We're high-fiving out here.
That's the formula that we are ordering up here.
They're still trying to take it away. They're not going to get it.
Yeah, they need to get on up because we're on that ball. That's a big play.
Huge.
Watch the
just
vice
slipped
grip.
right out of his hands. And Johnny on
the
spot.
Is that Dozier?
Dozier's.
Now we got a penalty. I'm not sure what that's for. Celebration.
Well, I tell you what, if it's on celebration, then that's a bad call because
stuff.
we haven't done any celebrating. They're waving it off.
I mean, that's a tic-tac.
Okay, who
that's a
got the recovery here?
I look like maybe Dozier.
Dozier's 52, isn't he?
No, he's 50.
No, 50. It was Dozier then.
Yeah, Dozier, 270.
Johnny on the spot there, and he had to get down there and fight for it. And
that's your 275-pound sophomore. We've seen a lot of great things out of Floyd Dozier Jr.
He's been a pleasant surprise on the defensive line for us this year.
This is
we got to put this one in, gentlemen.
Exciting. Palmetto Tigers knocking on the door. Superior Asphalt red zone. Marino looks, throws it out there wide, late. Come back to the ball. Great catch.
That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown.
There you go.
And that is Bubba Butler.
That is so ridiculous. Watch him crawl over the defender. That looked like 100%. Australian rules football. The defender was trying to get set and pick that one off. He just went over the top of him. Watch
great
this
throw.
catch.
Just
Look at him
crawl right
over.
Get it. Right over his head.
That's athleticism, guys.
Dude, that's
my goodness.
That's
my goodness.
That's a 40-inch vert on a bum ankle. That is stupid.
Oh my goodness.
So now 7 minutes and 40 seconds here in the third quarter. Got the turnover just as the doc ordered, and here's the kick. Gonzalez has got it up, and it's good. Your Palmetto Tigers now got this game right where we want them, 28-24, 7 minutes, 40 seconds.
It's been 5 years since we had a lead on this team.
Well, especially in the fourth quarter.
In the fourth, it's been we were playing with a running clock a couple of those.
Well, so here, hopefully that this has rejuvenated an already pretty decent fourth quarter Tiger defense, and they've come out here and they've really shut them down up to this point, except for a couple little missed tackles. But they've got to come out here with even more energy and more athleticism than they have the entire game, and we've got to keep them off the board.
Really, the injury to Gag, you know, he's very mobile, low snaps. He's always been able to get those.
Fumble, that could have caused it too. Good point.
He wasn't as flexible as normal. He's nursing that injury, wasn't able to get down there. And Floyd Dozier Jr. made the play. Palmetto Tigers kick and get a kick out of good coverage. Let's kick the coverage down to Tom Porter on the sideline.
Guys, just give a bit of that sideline flair. Everybody's excited. Everybody's on their feet. It's an exciting time. Their first lead in 5 years. Unbelievable.
Gonzalez kicks it. Very, very high kick. Very short. Tough one. And he fields it at the 20. He's trying to break a tackle. And he's going to be tackled at the 27-yard line. So good defense.
Coverage. Good coverage.
So hopefully Coach Cucci had a few minutes after that touchdown play to just go slap every defensive player in the helmet and get them psyched up here for what could be another very important drive here offensively for the Pirates, because this is critical. Every series is critical, but we really need to keep them out of the end zone right now and keep that momentum going the Tigers' way.
Well, with their running back, who appears to be gassed, you know, it takes a lot of their.
Ooh, look at the single receiver over here, uncovered with a big cushion, and that's Beatty, and that's going to be Rumpf.
He is gassed. You don't see the jump in him anymore.
Well, we know it's hot down there. It's humid. He's run the ball 40 times. I don't know. It seems like it. I mean, he's been the biggest playmaker on the team tonight. So, you know, we're going to have to – these corners have to be ready to go because they're going to have to start passing.
I tell you what, Derek has got to be ready for this slot receiver here on this side of the field, and Gag's looking over here. Big cushion by Marino. He looks to the middle field. He's going to be tackled.
That's a good. There we
go. Oh,
he got shook out of Bembry tackle. Running, and he's going to be tackled short of the first down.
Wow, how did he get out of that? How in the world did he get out of that?
6'3", 215 pounds.
That's how he did it, and
he's a big boy.
John Bembry. That was a chance to have a sack on the play, and I don't know how Gag did that.
And he took a shot at the legs on that play when he did get tackled. So
that's a gamer.
Feeling it.
That's a gamer playing for a championship caliber program. And make players making plays, trying to draw those Tigers off sides. This time they get it, and it's Beatty in the middle of the field. He's got the edge. Watch out, Tigers. And very nearly took that one the distance. Touchdown saving tackle over there by Rumpf.
He's still got some juice left in him.
Yeah, he does.
We just got to contain here. Try to get the stop.
Man, that would have been a huge sack on that. I thought we had him.
We had him.
I thought he was down.
Big play. Look at this situation over here. Marino coming out here late in coverage. That's Derek out there.
They're calling a timeout here. Braden Rivers called a timeout, I do believe.
Water break. And to keep the water from breaking that roof down with your Richardson Stenton roof. And in a tight one here. You know, here on the west coast of Florida, lots of rain this week, but no rain today. It is so extremely hot out here. A battle of attrition. Heavyweights here, 28-24 Palmetto Tigers lead. And you can see by the body language on both sides, these players are gassed.
And we still have a half a quarter to play. Both teams have all three timeouts. So just like we had said at the pregame show, it was going to be a full 4 quarters, 48-minute game here, and it is held up to that.
And we, have mentioned last player with the ball, last team with the ball could win this one. And here with the clock, here's 6 minutes and 10 seconds, so there's going to be plenty of time, but the Palmetto Tiger D needs to step up and make a play. Beatty looked very fresh on that last run. Looks like he's recuperated a little bit. He throws it out there. Derek Marino coming up, and there's a nice tackle. And that's Wester.
I swear to goodness, I thought that ball hit the ground.
Guys, that's twice that ball has hit the ground and bounced up.
It did hit the ground. My good. It hit. If I had to telestrate it, hit right there on the mark.
Kenny's drawing the circle on the screen.
I'm drawing it, but it's not appearing tonight. But we'll have it back.
Look at that.
Yes. Down.
I don't know what that field judge is looking at, but goodness gracious.
Nice tackle there by Wester.
Yeah, Wester with a good tackle goes for about a half-yard loss on the play, but the clock continues to wind here. 5 minutes and 29 seconds. Gag looking things over. Palmetto Tigers got 5 across the line of scrimmage, playing tight. And he looked good play, and that's
Get
going
out
to be
that
Matty Wyatt.
Got him
Matty
that time,
Wyatt.
Matty Wyatt. Good job,
That
buddy.
was clutch.
He wasn't getting out of that.
I tell you what, the smallest guy on the field out there. Watch this. Leverage.
Coming up
Low
right
man
between
wins. Look
the
at that.
guard and the tackle. Just those guys must have 50, 100 pounds on him.
Yeah, 75 there. Outweighed him by about 100 pounds. And
Went right between them, zipped right by him, and clear sailing on the quarterback.
Just a little.
Wow.
Just a little swim move.
They're they're gassed.
It was a rip move underneath. It was a rip, and a beautiful technique shown by Matty Wyatt there. Great play. Gag looks, throws it out there. There was holding out there, no call. And then Beatty goes, but he's only going to go. That's going to be a punting situation here because that brings up about a 4th and 10 here, Ken.
Yes.
I don't see the punt team coming out yet.
Well,
I'm waiting. It's 4th and
12.
I'd say both teams have 3 timeouts. You punt this thing.
Yeah.
You play field position.
I don't think they're going to
And
do
again,
it.
you're hoping.
No, they're trying to draw us off sides here, guys.
What are we looking at? 4th and 11?
4th and 11.
Oh, my goodness.
At this point in the game, no way.
Oh, my goodness.
This is it.
This is gambling.
And now here's, we got 2 covering 3 out there. And there goes the tight end. And he scrambles out, wide open receiver. There's that tight end, wide open. Could see that one coming.
We know from history, the last 5 years, keep an eye on that tight end, especially during a crucial time.
That's just disappointing. Very disappointing, guys. But we just got to pick our hat back up here and try to buckle down here. They got to get into the end zone. They can't kick a field goal here. They're down by 4. We just got to keep them out of the end zone. And this is what Coach Marino preaches every day.
What we have to worry about is them using the clock to get all the way down there.
Scoring on the last
3 timeouts.
So 3 minutes and 56. Yeah, Palmetto does have 3 timeouts in the pocket. There's Beatty again, jump cut. Now he jumps in the middle of the field. Look at this run. And he goes for an 11-yard carry.
Yeah, that's giving them new life.
Yep.
So defense has got to bend but not break here.
Oh, that was
a big play.
Critical 4th down conversion here. 3 minutes 46 seconds, but they need 7 here, guys. So Wester's out here locked up in coverage, and then one receiver in the slot uncovered at this point. We're gonna have to fix that. Look at that over here now. Coming over here late is Davion, and it's a handoff Beatty, and there's a good tackle by Bembry. Wow.
That was big right there because they had picked up some momentum here on the running game that they didn't have the first few drives here of the 4th quarter. But this clock is going down to almost to 3 minutes here, guys.
Yeah, it'll be 3 minutes or less when they snap the ball here. 3:07 on the clock. Gag looking things over, and Palmetto got to have a defensive stop here. And there's a stoppage of play here. Timeout, Braden River. That's a big one.
So
that's a big one.
First.
That's a big one. If they score quickly on this, Palmetto will have plenty of time, and that's their first timeout.
Yes. So
Palmetto has 3 timeouts. Braden River has 2, if my memory serves me right here. 2 minutes and 59 seconds in this nail-biter of a game.
So Braden River's only score was when they took the opening kickoff down, and we have shut them down since then.
This is a matter right now of just us keeping them out
more?
of the end zone.
Who
right?
wants this more?
So everything that the defense has done, all the conditioning, everything that they've gone through through the summertime, through the workouts, through the conditioning, in 95-degree heat at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This is how you pay off. Right? This pays off right now. Hopefully you can dig deep and you can get some pressure on this quarterback and keep those 3rd and 17 plays from happening.
Don't like the looks over here with a slot receiver out here wide. We're going to have to get someone over there in coverage. Marino with a huge cushion out here. They've got it. Beatty in the back. He moved early. No call. Now he throws.
He's going
throwing deep. Pick it off, Wester. Yes, sir. He's
got
it. 2-yard line.
There
Turn
we
it
go.
Up. He's at the 5.
Hold on
Gets
to
blocked.
it.
He's
Hold
at
on
the 10,
to it.
20, 25.
Hold on to it.
Good job.
There we
Good
go.
Ball's out
Good
and
job.
recovered there. Hustling back was
Huge.
Lee Matthews at the very end of the play.
Yes, that is huge right there.
Wester, what a play.
They
And we're
went
not
to the
talking
well
about.
too many times there. Way underthrown.
Is that Crawford? That's 20.
Wester.
That's going to be Wester. That's
John Wester.
And Wester has made some key plays up here earlier.
I don't know if y'all know this, but that's Jonte's brother.
That's
yes.
right.
Okay.
John and Jonte.
Yes. That was.
And there's we got a flag.
Is that going to be
Oh,
sideline?
come on. Give me a break.
This
is a big 7A district game. This is probably a sideline. Tom, what you got down here on this flag?
Yeah, that's going to be a sideline. The guys ran on the field during the play. The ball was still live. He jumped up and started running the ball, and our guys were on the side, or were running off the sideline onto the field. I'm sure.
Well,
10-4. Okay, so
he's got to be the get-back coach down there.
Tom,
I'm trying. These are big boys.
Well, you got your play calling gadget thing on there.
I
You're
just
important.
Flipped it open. They would have known what.
Flipped
to do.
it open. Get back. They call the get-back play.
Do we have the ball up?
We
4
should.
points with 2 minutes and 46 seconds
We
left
sure
in the
do.
fourth quarter against Braden River.
Yeah, but Tom,
I'm just making sure I'm not dreaming.
Don't tell anybody.
I've had this dream a few times.
Don't tell anyone. This is what we got here now. You know, we had a pretty decent little return. Got pushed back because of a ridiculous sideline penalty, and that's something that
Did we get the penalty or warning?
No, we already had the warning, I believe, earlier in the game.
Okay.
How many timeouts they got, guys? 2?
They have
They've
2,
got
and
2
we
left.
have 3.
Okay.
Hey, offense now.
First down.
The defense stepped up. Now offense, you got to give us that will.
We got to get a couple of first downs here.
Yeah, right. I would say 3 first downs would pretty much ice the game here. Now there is going to drive to the center line, going to manage some clock here, 2 minutes and 41
Take your
seconds,
time.
and there's going to be a timeout by Braden River.
So that
They're
gets them to 1.
All right, so you're going to say that I'm off base here, but I'm telling you right now, on this second down, I'd pass that ball.
Yes.
It's a risk. I know if we don't make a completion, then it stops the clock. They don't have to waste a timeout. But I'm telling you that they cannot cover our receivers.
I agree.
And they have not gotten to our quarterback yet.
That's true.
He's been protected all night.
Yes, and from the stats we have, we're completing 60%, at least 60% of our passes tonight.
It's easy
so
for me.
Statistically, you've got a better chance of completing than not the way we have played tonight, especially here in the second half.
You know, it's easy for us to sit up here and make that call but you know what? Right now, they're banking on us running the ball.
Yes.
And I mean, as you can tell there, I mean, they're gearing up for the run, and I just don't think they're going to be ready for one of our slot receivers or even Kobe to go out there and bring one down, and that would really put a dagger in them.
Absolutely.
Really a couple of first downs away. We need 2 first downs. And then Braden River only has 1 timeout left. Johnny Jones in the backfield. Whistled for play here. Out of the timeout. Marino looks. And he keeps it. Bounces it outside. Don't hold anybody. Stay in bounds. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock. But it's a pickup of about 4 yards. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 3.
Okay. You see, all of our blood pressures just went up a little bit. You run it to the far side of the field.
The last 2 weeks, guys, have just been really hard on my heart. I'm telling you.
Well, now that
I would go with our quarterback any day of the week here on these drives.
We know what they can do.
He knows what to do. He has proven it.
All right.
Get this first down.
3rd and a long 5 here. 3rd and 6, we'll call it. Palmetto Tigers. 2 minutes and 34 seconds. 3 receivers out there wide to the left. Kobe Mays out here, single to the right. Anthem Marino keeps it, and he's going to be short of the first down. So, but the clock continues to burn here. 2 minutes and 27 seconds here. And that's going to be...
What is it, 4th and...
4th
Do
down.
we get up there and make them jump?
You got to be disciplined
we
on
got
that.
3 timeouts.
I think that you get up there and maybe give it a couple of little jerks there, and then call a timeout before you get a delay of game, and then punt it away and hope for a good punt by Derek and some good coverage by the Tigers special team.
All right, so 2 minutes and 27 seconds. It's going to be a critical punt here. See if Braden River comes with some heavy pressures. They run a player off late. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
10 up on the line. Or
10 up on the line.
Well, they got about 8.
Oh, high snap. Marino takes it, drives a low one. Come on, ball, roll. Hit somebody.
Cover.
Yeah, look at that
look
roll.
at that thing roll.
And the clock is burning here. 2 minutes and 16 seconds on the clock.
70 yards. They got to go 70 yards.
Well, let me tell you something. We got a lot of time in this game. It's 2:16. This offense, we know what they can do, and this is really going to be once again on the shoulders of the defense and getting pressure on gag, but trying to contain Beatty for one more series here. And I don't know what Coach Cucci is telling them, but this may be the series of their football career, guys.
So here we go, out in defensive on the unit out there.
They're ready to go.
Wester, we have Crawford on this side. Yeah, they're ready to go. Braden River a little bit slow to get started here. That's a good thing for the Tigers. 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Referees have blown it live for play. And so the clock will start to burn here as Gag takes the snap. Shotgun, looks, middle of the field, looks for the tight end early. Throws it down there. Good coverage. Oh, my word. And taking a bad route, but that's time on the clock for the Tigers. There's going to be a touchdown, but that's the bad news. So the Palmetto Tigers are trailing this one now, 30-28, but there are 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining on the clock. So here's what we're going to cook up here, guys. We've said this thing could come down to the last team that has the ball. Well, it's going to be the Tigers that have the ball in the last possession.
That one hurts real bad. But there's such a thing as scoring too quick, and just like you said, Brian, it's going to be who has the ball last.
So
unbelievable.
And I really thought Reese Lyons was coming across the field. He came across a little too flat. Ball was thrown just over the top of his head. First big touchdown play. Toma kicks this one. It's up and good.
And just so everybody knows, all we need is a field goal. So we need to get to inside the 25-yard line.
Well, I'm gonna say the same thing that I just said, but it'll be for our offense. We have a lot of time in this game, right? So that's a good thing. So we just got to come out here, and what we need to do is we got to throw that ball, and we got to throw it to those skilled receivers, and we got to make something happen, just like Braden River did. Because we got a little conservative on that last drive. I know why. We're trying to burn that clock and give our defense
first down,
right. Yeah. And we're still about 4 yards short here.
This reminds me of one of those arena football games. At the 1 minute warning, you could have 30 points scored in that last minute of those crazy arena games, and we might just see something like this.
Well, Brett Toma is going to kick this one short.
He's going to kick it to Wester.
You got Corian Brown and Wester back there. They're kind of flip-flopping things around. He's looking at Wester.
He only knows how to kick it to the one way there.
And they've had great coverage, but it's time for our guys to crease them one time. I'd like to see us take it all the way down to the 2-yard line and stop. Here they go. Toma kicks it. High pooch kick. Very important reception here. That's going to be Wester. He's looking for the far side of the field. Good coverage. Turns it up.
There he goes.
He's at the 40. 45.
There he goes.
He's at the 40. 30.
Oh, we got a flag.
20.
We got a flag.
10.
We got a flag.
No way. That is poor. Touchdown Tigers, but that.
Can you believe a flag?
Flag on the play. My goodness gracious. Are you kidding me?
They're crazy to kick that ball to him.
I tell you what, Jonte Wester is the unluckiest kickoff returner in the history of Tiger. I mean, so what is it going to be now, Mr. F?
Let's
block in the back.
Let's see if we got a replay here. Maybe we can find it. Here, thank you guys in the booth. I don't. Right there, it was not even
part of the play.
It wasn't even part of the play, but it is what it is.
All right.
But again, like I said, you don't want to score too quick. I'm serious.
Minute and 53 seconds remain on this one.
We have the ball on the 26-yard line. We need to get at least 50 yards down the field to at least have a shot at a tie.
Well,
3 timeouts.
Anthony Marino, we've seen him do it before. It's coming down to that 2-minute drill.
It's like Pinellas Park.
Great clock management. Marino's
do it again, Jonte. Do it again.
3 timeouts in his pocket. Marino looks, scans the field, throws a rip, and that's a go. Let's go. Kobe Mays. 40, 50, 45. Down to the 30-yard line is Kobe Mays. Huge play.
Helmet comes off. It's got to come off for a play. Clock stops.
Well,
142.
I don't like that play when somebody rips your helmet off. I mean,
they're desperate. They can't cover our guys. They're doing anything.
Kobe Mays Fine reception there. Minute and 42. Palmetto Tigers got the ball. Boy, they got that clock started early here. Minute and 37. Marino looks option. He keeps it, and he goes for about a 3-yard gain on the play.
Okay.
And so that is now a minute and 27 seconds. Probably going to burn a timeout here. Palmetto takes the first.
Okay, good call. Good time to regroup. Get a little rest after that big play.
I anticipated that. We did not take the timeout.
Oh, they
clock,
didn't?
No, the clock is
clock's
minute 14.
running.
Anthony Marino coming in with the play. 2nd and 7. Minute and 6. I guess we're going to try to not leave any time on the clock here. A minute down. We're down to the last minute of this one, the big one. Butler in motion. Jet sweep. He takes it, and he runs for about a 2-yard gain. There's a timeout. So clock's still burning. There's the timeout.
There's the timeout.
Well, I mean, all right, so
43-8.
we got a 3rd and about 7 now?
3rd and 7.
Yeah, got to throw it. We got two downs here. We got to get this. Okay, we're on the 27-yard line. Okay.
Okay, 2 timeouts
I want to get
left.
a first down. I'm not.
Okay.
We got to get a first down here.
I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but there's a little face mask on that play. It seems like we can't get these little calls, and Braden River's getting every single one of them. So frustrating.
All right, Tom, thank you for that.
They can't cover our receivers, so we.
Rico's delivery now on 3rd down, because you need to get the first down marker if you're ever going to do an out and up, at the first down marker and down the field. I don't think I'd have the guts to do it here, but here they're definitely going to sit on that route over there. 43-8. You got 2 shots, Tigers, to get that first down. Marino looks over the field. Linebacker's coming. We hand the ball off inside. Goes for a.
He's close.
He's short, but it's a 5-yard gain. Got to burn another timeout right here.
Yes.
Burn it, coach. Burn it. 37. There we go. There's your timeout.
Okay. Where are we, Brian?
Third and 2. Or 4th and 2. 4th and 2 right here. 30.6 seconds. Now Tigers fortunate enough to pick up the first down here. The crowd at Hungry Howie's is on their feet, trembling in anticipation. Well, guys, this game has come. It's everything that you expected out of this game. It's coming down to Palmetto's last drive here. Only 30 seconds left on the clock.
Okay, what do you like here, Brian? What do you guys think? I think you got to throw it.
Well, listen, we've got to try to do something that's going to keep them off balance here, because right now they're playing the run just like they did during that last series. But like you said, King, we got to pick up the first down, clock stops, and then we can take some shots.
If they go to a three-man line, you might see a running play here. They go 4 across. Anthony Marino's back there with Johnny Jones in the backfield. Butler in motion. The snap, and it's the keeper. Marino's got it. Get there, and he's got the first down.
He's got it. Okay, they stop the clock.
Stops the clock at 30. Palmetto Tigers in long field goal range.
Boy, that was a gutsy play.
So the ball's at the 17-yard line, and we know Billy Gonzalez. He has the leg to get it from here.
Let's go for the win.
I want to get in the end zone. I want to win this thing.
Let's get 7. Field goal is always a final option.
Gutsy run there by our quarterback.
Here they come. Marino looks. Get there. Get out of bounds. Come on, Kobe. And he gets all the way down for about a 9-yard pickup. Stop the clock. Burn it. All right. Now,
okay, so no timeouts.
So you got to get the first down. Then you're going to spike the ball, and you'll have 2 plays left here. So you got to get 3rd down and 3. Second and 4. Second 3, second 4. Let's
Ball's
call
on about the 11-yard line. It'd be a 28-yard field goal from here.
2nd down. This is a good time for the old hitch and go, man.
Yes, it is.
On the other side of that marker, throw it in the end zone. Let's win this thing.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Do we have an AED in here? I need a defibrillator. This is getting a little out of control.
Oh boy!
Oh my goodness!
This is crazy.
Yeah, I hope they're not as nervous as we are.
Oh, they're loving this. They're loving this.
Well,
this has been 5 years.
We got to get something.
We got to finish it off here. I sure hope they're successful.
the 7A district,
This is big for the district. This
could
is
be
big.
hanging in the balance as Marino looks over the field. 21.3 seconds remain. Second down play. Incomplete pass here is okay. So he looks, wheel route, and there was stoppage there. Somebody moved.
The referees over there.
How can they stop the clock?
No, the referee never started it.
Okay, you're going to have to fix the clock because it's down to 18.6.
He never started play. I don't know what he's doing over there.
Dadgum, it looked like we cleared the wheel route down the boundary.
I saw it,
yes. Was clear and open to the end zone. Doggone it. So we had a play called there to the left.
Just run it the other way.
Oh, I'm about to have a heart attack because as the route broke, it was open, and we had a receiver running to the end zone, and we've got Marino is hot over there with the officiating crew.
Well, you have to reset whatever they stopped.
We had like 33, right? 33 seconds?
Yeah, it was
28.
28. Yeah, it was something.
They got 21 on there right now.
So that's probably what he's upset about.
21 on the clock, second down.
That's a whole play. If it was 28, so you got 7 seconds, you can run a whole play.
That's a huge difference. So here at Braden River, no adjustments have been made on the clock. The referees are not turning.
She's right next door, Rick. You might need to talk to her. The scoreboard operator.
All right, just need a first down or incomplete pass is just fine right here.
That was 21-3 on the clock. We just told him over here, and he slowly walked on the field to tell the head official.
Gotcha, Tom. Thanks. Let's see if they get this. So you were saying 21-5?
I think it's 21-3 is what it's supposed to be.
21-3, and it's at 21, so yeah. I thought it might have been more than that. So they're setting it at 22. Now back 21-3, there it is.
There we go. Tom Porter
on it. Enrico, sideline delivery. But here we are, 2 minutes and 21 seconds on the clock. Marino looking for Mays, throws it out there, nobody there. Oh, receiver was open, just sailed. So that's 15.6 seconds, and that was Butler back there. Cleared. 16 seconds.
Yeah, it's hard to.
16.6. So now that's third down. That incomplete pass, that's okay with me. That's okay with me. That's fine.
You took a shot, and you still got 3rd and 3 here, so it would be nice to at least pick up that first down.
We can utilize the timeout and the rest of the clock.
Can't take a snap here or a sack. You cannot take a snap all the time.
Well, we could time out.
Yeah. We got one left.
We have one. Well, according to our scoreboard.
I don't think we do.
No, we don't have a timeout.
Okay.
Left.
Well,
yeah, we're down.
I think
all right.
You're right.
16.6. Incomplete pass is fine. Touchdown's even better. Marino looks over the field. 3 receivers out here to the right. Combination. Butler was open early. He throws it out there, coming back to the ball. No catch on the play, so that's going to bring it up. Incomplete pass. Intended for Mays out there. 10.7 seconds remaining. I don't know if you have time to run the field goal team out there unless you have an incomplete pass.
Well, the thing is, it's on the 11-yard line, but he's going to go for it, looks like.
4th and 3. Tigers going for it. This one hanging in the balance. Curtis Thomas out here wide right. Let's have some magic out there, Magic Man. Marino looks. 10 seconds left, 4th down. Butler in motion. Marino, quarterback keeper, running, and he gets the first down. Get down. 7 seconds, 5. And the clock stops at 5.
You got to get.
So let's see. So Marino did have that final timeout.
Yes. Did he? Okay, good.
You got to.
Yeah, he was calling it as he was running out in the field.
Yeah. He had that timeout.
Okay. 6 seconds left. 6 seconds.
6 seconds. Timeout, Palmetto.
So is it correct that where are we? Where is the ball?
We're at the 5-yard line. Right at the 5-yard line.
Oh my!
Here in the Superior Asphalt red zone.
And here we are, guys. I mean, we cannot run the ball. It has to be a pass, and it has to be either a quick pass, a completion, or in the end zone.
Or do you take the tie and just kick it? It's equivalent of a. Well, is it on the?
Take it into an overtime.
Yeah, we would go. Yeah, the Kansas.
Yeah.
Tiebreaker. So where is the ball?
Ball's at the 5.
I'd
say it's at about the 6. Let's see.
An extra point.
Yeah, ball's at the 6-yard line, Ken.
23
Between
yards.
The 5 and the 6. 23-yarder, very makeable, just about an extra point from this range. Oh, what a big situation here. Coaches are talking this one over.
Listen, this is something they practice every day before they go home, and this is something that Marino knows right away. who he expects to be open. So it's getting it out of his hands, but making a clean, crisp pass. And let's take this one to the house right now.
You know, out of this, if Marino had a jump pass in the repertoire, run toward the line,
a jump pass would be
pop
great.
pass would work, because they know that Marino's very effective on the run. But a quarterback draw, you got to make it.
This referee's having a hard time getting people in place. I don't know what he's doing, backing people up. He's more worried
now
about
he started. Now
Okay,
the
get
clock's
ready,
running.
Marino. Here, 5 seconds. Marino takes it, going for the win. The Tigers.
Throw
he
it,
rolls right.
throw it.
He's going to run. Come on, Anthony, get there. He didn't make it. So that's it.
Didn't make it.
So that's the end of this one. Your Palmetto Tigers lose it 31-28. And a fantastic finish, but Anthony Marino unable to make it on the quarterback keep. And so we're going to wrap things up here. Palmetto Tigers gutsy going for the win. And what Coach Marino has here is that, you know, with the playoff players and the great teams that we have on our schedule, even with a loss here at Braden River, they'll be back in position to make it to the playoffs. But man, what heartbreak for the Palmetto Tigers tonight. Had the ball with the opportunity to win the thing outright, and just time has run down on the Tigers tonight. Here's the final play. Marino looks. Gets the block there. He cuts it up, and he's 2 yards short. So the Palmetto Tigers come out with the loss here in this critical game. That was your North Manatee Realty replay.
You know, about 7 years ago, in a packed house at Palmetto High School in the semifinals of the state championship, we're playing Miami Norland High School, and the same scenario where we fall just a yard or two short of winning the ball game.
So final statistics here before we get into the Hungry Howie's post-game reports here. Final statistics here from Steve Johnson. Let's see if I have that. I don't have that here coming in from
Jordan will get them up.
Blairsville studio. But, you know, a heartbreaking loss here for your Palmetto Tigers in a game that just slipped through our fingers once again here at Braden River. Another nail biter here. So Tom's probably going to run down and talk to Coach Marino at some point. We'll get a post game.
Yeah, I'll be interested to hear, you know, what he was thinking, and I appreciate him going for the win.
Man, what a tough loss here for your Palmetto Tigers. You know, a championship caliber game here.
And it was everything it was supposed to be tonight. Back and forth. Here you go, Brian. Jordan's got stats up.
There's the final.
Look at that.
Look at the balance in this. Palmetto finishes with 152 yards rushing. Braden River with 221. Really all Brian Beatty tonight. And then 310 yards passing for Palmetto, 237 for Braden River. 462 yards total yards for Palmetto, and 458 for Braden River.
So 920 yards of offense tonight by both of these teams. Amazing game. Come up on the short side once again, and unfortunately the way the playoffs work, we get the credit for playing them, but it doesn't matter what the game score is.
Here's Coach Marino.
Yes.
Bring it tight, bring it tight. Bring it tight. All right, hey, first, listen, eyes up. Eyes up. Outstanding. Outstanding effort. All right, I couldn't be more proud. I thought last week was a hell of a fight. Tonight was even better, gentlemen. That was great stuff. You gave it everything you had. Let me tell you something, gentlemen. You play this game to win. Okay? Why? Why not go down there for it? Okay, we're going to line up at the 10. We're going to kick a field goal and line up at the 10. We were already at the 10. Okay, end it. End it. That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
People second guess me. I don't give a crap. Okay? That was the right call to go for it. If we kick a field goal, we're going to play for the 10-yard anyway. What's the difference? Let's go. We had them on the ropes. Unfortunately, we came up a yard short. I've been there before, gentlemen. I know it hurts. 1 yard away from a damn state championship. I know what you're feeling right now. Okay, I've been there and done that. Hey, next time, you'll be a little bit hungrier. You'll be a little bit hungrier, okay? It ain't over, all right? Your championship season is still out in front of you, okay? Your championship season is still out in front of you. There's a lot of football to play, okay? Rest, rehydrate, okay? Take off tomorrow, rest, rehydrate, all right? And we will get ready to go. Hey, we got to get it now. All right, we got to get points. All right, we got to get points. We got to get into the show. We got to get into the show to go win that championship. All right, it starts next week with Lake Gibson. I know it's going to hurt, gentlemen, but you got to turn that hurt into anger, into motivation to go get this one next week. Let's go, bring it up.
Hey, family, 3 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Family.
Hey, Tiger fans, here with Coach Dave Marino. Coach, you stole my thunder on the first question. Obviously, that's exactly. So didn't even have any thought in your mind of.
We're going to do. We're going to play for a tie, and then what? We line up from the 10. There.
Same resiliency you expect out of your kids. Make a decision, make a play. That's what you're doing.
We were supposed to lean on our offense this year. So what? We're going to put it on the 10 and ask our defense to make a stop from 10 yards out? No. Offense needed to score right there, and we didn't. We came up a little short. Too many possessions early on in the beginning of the game. We didn't take advantage of. We got to do a better job offensively to start faster. 7 last week, 14 this week was a little better. Stands up in the first half, right, next week. We have got to come out and start faster. It's nice to finish strong at the end, but, we're just leaving too many points out on the field.
We talked about resiliency. It's becoming a broken record. The kids keep fighting back. Last week, a great effort to win. This week, you said it, I felt it, even a better effort. The defense seemed to get stronger as the game went on. We seemed to outlast Braden River, and the defense stepped up and started making plays.
Absolutely. They're a young, inexperienced defense. They're only going to get better every week, every series. And I couldn't be more proud of the defense. Defense kept us in this game. Offensively, we need to score 40 points a game, period. That's it. That's the goal. We've done it. We have been doing it, and we needed to do it tonight. We didn't do it tonight. We didn't do it against Manatee. On us offensively.
Anthony on that last play with 6 seconds to go.
Exactly what he did. I said, hey, if it's not there, at least you're outside the pocket, and you're going to have some space, and go get it. And unfortunately, he just was a yard short.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Guys, I'm going to try to get with defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator. I can find them here. Often after these losses like this, it's hard. They're spending a lot of time talking with their kids. This is gut-wrenching. There's so much emotion going back and forth. The big play, we give up a touchdown, then we get the kickoff and run it back. The penalty, it's just an up-and-down thing, and these guys are just so emotional. As Kenny said and Coach alluded to, the Miami-New Orleans game, I'm standing just in the south end zone in the west end zone there at Palmetto, and can't get him from the 1, and it's that same gut-wrenching feeling. It's just it's hard to put it into words. 5 years, and first lead, and coaches are still tied up, so I'm gonna kick it back to you until I can get them freed up, guys.
All right, guys, and we're gonna do a little different here. We're gonna get back to Tom here in the wrap-up. Anthony Marino over 300 yards passing, very productive offensive performance here. Defense tightened up as the balance of the game wore on. Palmetto Tigers in an excellent position to win this, and just came up short. And tonight's final score from Braden River, we'll get back to Tom, but Palmetto Tigers 28 and the Braden River Pirates 31. And we have a lot of fans watching this. I know that Mark. Oh, here we go.
Hey guys, here with defensive coordinator Pat Cucci. Pat, talk about the effort tonight by this defense of yours. Last week, great effort coming back in that win. This week, I saw a little more of them than we've seen all year. Talk about the effort the defense put up tonight.
It's been better than past, but we still have not put a full game together on defense. No matter what the offense does, we can't give up a touchdown on one play, especially when we got the lead. And then it's just mental errors, young guys trying to make plays or just getting a little bit too maybe over the heads. But, we have guys cramping, guys hurt. Mike Goff being hurt in the first quarter kind of hurts us. So, yeah.
How good can this defense be talent-wise? I see you're saying they're just missing some plays, they're just making some dumb errors. They're young kids. How good can this defense be?
We have a lot of talent. We got to grow up mentally, and we can't waste timeouts in the first half because we're not covering number one receiver. We can't waste timeouts because we got 2 guys on the field. We got to step up, and that's on the coaches. That's on me, on my whole defensive staff. We got to make sure these guys are ready, game ready, and we got to do a better job of that, keeping these guys accountable. And that's on coaches. So.
All All right, Brandon Waiters, look, he's trying to run away. I'm going to grab him real quick. Brandon, talk about the effort tonight against Braden River.
Tonight, we played good, but we could have done a lot better containing the edge because we had inside. He never ran the ball in the inside. We just had to contain the edge and watch for pass. We had a bunch of failed assignments that we really need to work on, but I think it's mostly because the young guys that we have on our team, a lot of them don't know what to do. They're always asking me questions, so we really just need to step up in communicating, and they need to listen and learn what they have to do in every formation and every call.
What can we expect to see next week, Coach, in the game in Lakeland? What are we going to see? Anything different, or is it just going to be the same defense, just execution?
But we're going to let them do what we do. We have to go back to basics. It's just guys doing their job and not trying to do anybody else's, and just paying attention to details and executing.
Who do we have that's standing out right now that's doing a good job? Maybe a guy that hasn't been a name that the Tiger fans will recognize, but that has made a difference in these games. Maybe not some of the bigger names, making the big plays, but who do you see that's making a difference as a coach? Because I know you see them.
The effort of the D tackles, Matty White, Floyd, Dozier, Brandon Waiters, all these guys are starting to play a little bit higher levels now. And then once again, when you place 9 guys on defense, it's hard. But we need everybody to step up. But these younger guys, Cummings came in and did a great job tonight. Crawford did a great job. We did some good things. John Wester had a good pick in cover 2. We just got to do it consistently. So, and once again, we always talk about on defense. It's 11 or none. If one guy's messing up, we're all messed up. If we're all together, we're all together. So, we know that, and I think they're tired of me saying that, so we need to do something about it.
All right, guys, great game. Thank you. We'll walk down there with him. I'm here with offensive coordinator, Coach Todd. Offensively, maybe didn't do as well as we have been doing offensively as far as execution-wise, and maybe missed some plays here. A lot of penalties against us. Talk about what we could have done better as an offense in this game.
It just goes back to the little things, a few times out there today we had positive plays, and once again, there's a flag on the football field, and that hinders us, So we talk about it week in, week out. We just have to clean up and get good at the little things, And unfortunately, like I said, we had a few plays today that we would like to have back.
Coach Marino said he didn't hesitate at all, and I know it's tough being the play caller and the decision maker in those situations. He didn't hesitate. He was going to go for it all the way. Is that the call you make?
Absolutely. I got to have a call ready to go, and he makes that decision. He asked for my input. I said, absolutely, let's go get it. So there was never any doubt. I had to play ready to go. He made the call, and that was it. We were going for it. There was no question about that.
Okay. Draven? Jonte. Sorry, I don't know you without your number, buddy. Great game tonight. You were all over the field, making plays all over. Almost had that kickoff return for a touchdown. You were kind of teasing with that all night. Talk about your performance tonight and the performance of the offense.
I feel like we did good all around. We could have did better. We made a couple mistakes every now and then, but I feel like overall we did pretty good.
There's so many plays where you seem to be one broken tackle away from taking it to the house. It's almost a weekly thing. Almost on every drive, there's one play where you get the ball in your hands and you almost make it. What's the difference in breaking that tackle and going down? Effort-wise, you seem to be putting in a lot of effort, and you're right there. What can you do to make that one last broken tackle and take it to the house?
Gotta work harder on leg day. That's plain and simple. We gotta hit the weight room harder. In practice, we got to put a little bit more effort in it, 5 more %, 10 more %, however much. We just got to do extra. We got to do extra. Got to do more.
Speaking of leg day, how about that running back for Braden River? The guy was amazing. Our defense ended up wearing him down. You could see in the fourth quarter. Offensively, we seemed to stay consistent and get better as the game went on. So that says a lot about your coaching and the resiliency of this team and the conditioning of this team. So I'm sure you guys, when we lost to Manatee, big conditioning day. So I know that's going to be part of what we do every week in this team. So talk about your conditioning.
Since last week after Manatee game, we saw that we was gassed after Manatee game. So we got back on the gassers. Fourth quarter, we got to just be beginning in the fourth quarter. So Coach Marino, he put us back on the gassers, and then that's how we got that much energy in the fourth quarter and stayed consistent.
All right, guys, this is as far as I'm concerned, this is one of the best offenses we've ever had. And capability-wise, you two are a big part of that, and we hope to see great things for the rest of the year.
Thank you.
All right, guys. All right, guys, back to you.
Hey, thanks very much, Tom. That's the Rico sideline report. And, Rick, I'm going to turn it over to you. We're going to try to stay This is very demoralizing loss here for us Tigers tonight. But your comments, and we'll wrap it up here pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, it's disappointing. I know it's heartbreaking for them. It's heartbreaking for us because we had an opportunity to win this game. We should have won this game, but woulda, shoulda, coulda, Kenny. We didn't pull it off. So I know they're going to go back to practice here on Monday. Practice hard. It does not get any easier from here. We have got to win, just like Coach Marino said. I expected them to go for it there, and I expected them to make it. I'll be honest with you. I thought today we'd get in that end zone because the playmakers make plays, and it wasn't there. And Anthony did everything that he could to get in there. So it's just about getting back on the practice field, getting stronger, getting faster, and putting yourself in a position where next time we win this game.
Yes, absolutely. I'm just proud of the effort. I can't think of one person that I would think that stood out because I think they all did. You hate for a penalty to possibly cost you the game, but but still we had other opportunities there to finish it up at the end, and they'll get over this and they'll move forward. I have complete confidence, and I don't know. I think on the Kansas tiebreaker, you line up on the 25. I don't know. That I'll have to look up, but I liked his reasoning, and I stand behind him on that. And let's just go ahead and go for the win. Everything had been lining up where he felt confidence in the offense to do it, and it just come down to unfortunately a couple of yards short. So we'll toil, and we will try again.
And I just wanted to wrap it up, and on the comment that I made, they talked about Jonte Wester and the gassers that were in practice. You talking about the guy that turned the gas pedal and put that thing to the floor. We get a block in the back, but what a return there late in the game to put the Tigers up. We get a block in the back, but you want to talk about a guy that was fresh that late in the fourth quarter. It shows some real conditioning because it's hard to cover 70 yards as fast as Jonte Wester, and just his attitude at the interview there was exceptional because he got robbed again. That has happened to that young man over and over again. Now we're going to wrap it up with Hungry Howie's post-game report. Tonight's final score from Braden River, located in Bradenton, Florida, the Palmetto High Tigers 28, the Bradenton River Pirates 31. Our thoughts go out to those in North Carolina, South Carolina today. I know that we have Mark Sousa is up there with his niece Lily up there, and Michael is up there in Columbia, South Carolina, hunkering down. Our thoughts and prayers with you folks as the storm approaches, but we'd like to thank the #1 internet sports broadcast fans in the world, our TigerVision presented by Conley Buick GMC viewers, for watching. Be sure to join us again next Friday, September 21st, as we will be back home north of the river in Palmetto at Harley Stadium to face Lake Gibson. For those attending the game, be sure to wear your white shirts, and to get your fresh Palmetto Tiger gear, you can now shop on the www.palmettotigers.com page. My broadcast partners, Mr. Rick Wells, Ken Burton Jr., Tom Porter, and I, along with the production staff of TigerVision, presented by Conley Buick GMC via palmettotigers.com, remind you that when it comes to great football north of the river, there's only one option. It's all about the one and only team, the original, your Palmetto Tigers. One town, one team. Stay safe and be original. Show that Tiger pride. We'll see you next week. Go Tigers.